Hello everybody, and we're back. I'm here with long-time legend Kenny Belay. We're about to start the 26-inch final of the men's. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing top-level riders, at least better than any of the finals I've ever seen before. We've got top riders. We've got Jack Carthy, who qualified in first position. Nicolas Ballet qualified in second. Julen Sainz in third. Olivier Whitman in fourth. Vincent Hermans in fifth. And the newcomer today is Martí Vaireda, definitely the youngest rider yesterday in the semi-finals. He qualified in sixth. Hi Kenny, what do you think about this? It's going to be, what do you think about the level today that we're going to be seeing today in the 26?
I think it's amazing how hard the sections were already yesterday, and then I had a walk around the sections now for the final, and they seem to be even harder. So it's going to be very exciting for sure.
So now we just saw a little presentation of the city of Vic. Vic is situated about 60 kilometers away from Barcelona, and we feel super fortunate for this city to be hosting the Trials World Championship. Let's have a look and see what Jack Carthy had to say about the semi-finals. He definitely is one of the favorites for today.
Let's see what the English... The first lap for me is always hard. I struggle with the morning, but I knew that over the 3 laps I would come out on the top. Today I knew with the style of the sections, I knew it was good for me, and the more laps there is, I always start to do better and better. The sections were really cool, really long, physical, and that is my style. So yeah, I really liked it. Hopefully tomorrow will be even more physical, and then we can push for more and more and more. My preparation was good. I live here in Spain almost 2 months, so I train this style a lot, and I put the sacrifice to leave my family and spend time without them.
So here we could hear one of the favorites for today, Jack Carthy. We did see him in a pretty awesome level. I mean, he qualified with 760 points. The second qualifier was Nico Valle with 570. So very, very big difference, 190 points difference. The thing is, will he be able to do the same today? I mean, I'm sure he's going to be a lot more nervous than he was yesterday. Well, I mean, we just have to see what happened in Chengdu in the last World Championships, where they were pretty close with Sergi Longueras, and at the end Sergi managed to win. So, I mean, what do you think? Who's the favorite for today?
Jack Carthy is on paper definitely the favorite, but as you say, anything can happen. You can knock off an arrow, you can swing your wheels over the tape over the arrows, you can slip on the painted technical obstacles. Everything is possible. The level of, for example, Julen, I saw him fighting yesterday, was really impressive. We got other young guns like Marty. Like I said, I trained with him. He has it in him. Maybe he's too young to show already here what he got, maybe. And then we had people like Vincent Hermans, always there, always ready for a fight. So I think anything can happen, especially with Nicolas Valle. Very experienced, very powerful. He's not here on a holiday either, so anything can happen.
I mean, hey, we had some surprises before. I think Nina was definitely the favorite to win in the women's, and she placed second, and Bera won the world title. So I mean, anything can happen today. It's just 5 sections, one mistake and you're out. I mean, the level is super, super high.
Yeah, and Jack said it. First lap he struggles, but there's only one lap, so he better get it right. There he goes, Martí Vaireda.
The youngest rider yesterday in the semi-finals. I mean, definitely the newcomer.
Yeah, 18 years old.
This guy's super young. I mean, he's put on a ton of work. I mean, he trains sometimes twice a day. And I'm really happy for him. And it's cool to have new people, in the scene. And I'm sure he's definitely gonna stay for a long time.
There he is, Vincent Hermans. I just congratulated him. I said, man, what you did getting in the finals is not, it's not easy. If you see Gilles is not in there, Gilles Coustet, Sergi, the reigning world champion, is not in there. Then, I also am not in there because I experienced firsthand how hard it was. So really, really good for Vincent.
He's just been there forever.
Vincent is... Nothing stops that guy.
Again, here's Oliver Wittmann, the German.
First time ever. How old is Oliver?
I mean, he knows, he's felt the pressure before. He was the junior world champion, so we can see him in the zone. He's focused.
Yeah, 19. Unbelievable.
All the young guns. I mean, I think the sections also in the semi-finals were very, very hard physically. And I mean, these guys train. You can see them on road bikes. They're on mountain bikes. They are training their physique.
Yeah.
I think it's
more and more
professional, right?
More and more than before. I always used to train a lot mountain bike and road bikes, and I remember, like, let's say 10 years ago, that like Vincent and Gilles weren't doing that because the sport didn't maybe require that. And now, definitely physique is one of the most important parts of the sport.
And here we have Nico Vallet. Also, I think one of the favorites. I mean, this guy's always there. He's been doing podiums for quite a long time. I mean, he's one of the guys that, I mean, you can always count on him doing a really good performance.
Honestly, he would be one of the guys that I would say, okay, you deserve it, because he's been second for so many times behind Jack Carthy. It must suck for him to have a Jack Carthy in your era. It's like, you know, if you're second, sometimes it's the best possible option. And yeah, he would deserve it by really, really by heart.
And now it's time for...
And here he is,
the number 14.
the man himself, the Englishman. Here's Jack Carthy. This guy, I mean, as we heard, he's been living out of his country. He's been living in Spain for quite some time with his dad, like living the hotel life and just focusing on training. So, I mean,
he knew that the Catalan sections are very specific, and he's been seeing all the people riding them, and he couldn't travel, he couldn't participate, so he knew the style was very specific, and like the training terrain in Aureus, he knew he had to train on the balance beams and all that, and especially the temperature. He wanted to get used to the temperature because it hits you really hard if you only train in a British or like a Northern European weather, and then you come here, it's shocking, and you would make mistakes just from that. So he wanted to avoid all of that. He's really professional when it comes to preparation.
I mean, what really...
All right,
there they go, they're starting.
Exciting.
I mean, yeah, as you were saying, I mean, just so you can see the focus these guys have. Yesterday for the semi-finals, Jack Carthy, he woke up like at 3 a.m. and he just wanted to feel awake. He wanted to wake up, go and see the sections, just run through everything through his mind so he could just focus on his riding. So, I mean, as we were saying, the professionalism has definitely changed a lot. And here we can see the former men Elite 26 World Championships.
Yeah.
So,
Val di Sole, that was his first time.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sergi didn't manage to make it to the finals. I mean, he placed in 12th position.
Such a pity.
Yeah, he has been injured for quite some time, so it is understandable. And also, we were saying before, I mean, these guys, I mean, the 15th first guys, they're just so good that anyone could be in the finals.
That's for sure.
Okay, I'm curious to see what Marthi's performance is going to be today. He can either just go and say, hey, no pressure, I'm just here to have a good time, or, I mean, he's young, he'll probably be feeling the nerves. He's got his family and friends here, which sometimes adds a bit of extra pressure, so let's see what he's got to offer.
This is a huge side hop. It's like 140 and like a meter away. I think he's gonna, I don't
You can see the
know.
size of it here.
Yeah, that's the best possible option, I think. In an isolated move in a training, you can probably do it if you had 10 goes to try, but here you only have 2 minutes, so you better play safe and jump to your paddle or your
easy
foot.
to do a 5 also, yeah.
Yeah, that would be very bad. It's a big obstacle to be only the second gate. This is huge. I was standing in front of it. I think the back wheel has to go up to 1.60 meters, and the run-up is really technical and uphill and off camber, so
yeah, it was definitely easier yesterday in the semi-finals.
yeah, then we could use that little rock on the bottom that you can see there.
And it was not easy.
No, and it was still hard.
Okay,
That's probably the easiest move of the section.
yeah, Marthi's playing it safe here. Oh yeah, first 10 points for the 18-year-old.
Now,
All right, made it look easy. That's an extra 10 points for Marthi. Oh no,
that's
it's negative, I think, right?
honestly, I was standing in front of it, and I say it's impossible. It's huge. It's negative. It's uphill. There's nothing logic about the run-up. It's all off camber. Yeah, really hard.
Also, like the grass doesn't make it ideal for getting speed.
Because that's also something that changed in this World Championship here, and we only seen it a few times in the previous World Championships. Is like the surface is usually hard surface and rolls really easy, and here it's all grass and sand and off camber and potholes everywhere. So it's back to the old school again.
I think it's one of the cool things in trials, right? I mean, you can never train for the exact specifications of that terrain.
It started to be very stereotyped, and riders were doing it, and that's because I think the organizers weren't putting enough effort to give a good variation of obstacles. But here they definitely stepped away from that stereotype, and that's why we see such a high score and so many faults and people falling. Yeah, good way to do it, Vincent.
It's the same as Marthi.
And that's, you know, when they tell you jump to your foot, you can't. But then they put the chrono on and you, it just happens. You jump and your foot goes off the pedal automatically.
It's one of the things you can't really train for.
This is something he's really good at, I think. See?
Okay, no pedal here.
No, and it's bad for Jack here. So Jack has a left pedal forward, so it's gonna be exciting to see. He's gonna do this one easy. This gap, it's a piece of cake for him. Yeah.
Here we can see a Spaniard. We could also hear César Cañas, his trainer, cheering him on. I mean, talk about experience.
It helps. César, I asked him to be my minder in 2010. Oh, what did he do? Puncture?
Oh.
Yeah, probably has a puncture.
He needs assistance here. Let's see if they can help him out.
Ah, damn.
Oh, that's bad luck. Oh yeah, puncture.
Puncture. Probably happened here. Huh? He hit the bottom of the rock.
Oh, that sucks.
You know, they make these tires always lighter and lighter, and they.
We did see a lot of people racing yesterday with, you know, these orange inner tubes that are super light. They're like 40 grams for an inner tube.
I would never trust my World Championship title on that.
for a few extra 50 grams.
If your body weight, if you're with a 5% body fat, then you can start changing your bike.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's always a lot of weight to take off, right?
Yeah.
And here we can see
the Whitman,
the German.
Very powerful rider, lots of strength. Very German. Has a left foot forward, so it's harder for him. He's gonna have to jump a little bit higher than the others because his front wheel is on the left of the rock now.
It is a very nice.
See, really hard.
That a 5.
Yeah, his knee is on the ground. You can't do that. Sucks, man. It's really hard for a left pedal forward rider like Whitman and Jack Carthy.
Yeah, it'll be cool to see if Jack will be.
I think Jack is gonna clear that. He's gonna probably go to 2 wheels there.
And as you're saying, like starting with a move like that's not bad for.
It's
not a bad start for a competition.
It's slightly too hard almost. It should be the 5th or 6th gate to keep it chronological.
Okay, Julian, I mean, this guy's got so much power.
It's unbelievable.
He's not the most technical rider, but I mean, the power, he was just clearing obstacles like crazy. I mean, he was super spectacular to watch.
He's a product of the new school where everybody like jumps to the front wheel like, I don't know, 3 meters and more.
Yeah.
And then I think I saw videos of where he lives. He lives in a very wet area in winter, so he trains on wet rocks, and that like shapes you. He doesn't only train big moves, I think. The way he's going for it here seems like he's gonna try.
I mean, I think this is CEST.
I think it's possible, to be honest. See?
Oh yeah.
I told you.
The pressure's going on for Jack.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gotta just go and try everything. That's a big move.
It's hard, for Jack on his left side, because his front wheel is gonna have to go 15 centimeters higher than what Julian just did.
I mean, also super young rider. He was born in the year 2000, so not even 22 years old.
22.
Okay, so here he is, the front hook. I mean, this one's.
Yeah, he's already a little bit tired. That's not something you're gonna see with Jack. You can see he's a little tired already.
I think Jack just focused on the physical so much this year.
Jack lost like more than 10 kilograms in the last 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, he's so sharp. Like he has veins everywhere, and like it's unbelievable. So he's overdoing it. Like he shouldn't go to back wheel there.
That's very high for a back wheel.
Yeah, just have a proper hook and go over it, and that's experience, you know.
Oh, okay. So I mean,
that's weird that he.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's just the way he trains. I mean, just so not a bad score at all.
That's good.
Points. That's very
so
good.
Vincent.
But yeah, he looks tired. I'm not sure if it's the temperature, but
wow,
he is looking a bit tired.
He's Spanish and should be used to it. That side hop is impressive.
Yeah.
I was standing next to it, and it's at least 138 to the back wheel and 145 where the front wheel has to go.
The size of the stuff these guys are going up, it is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And here we can see Nico Vallée, the French. I mean, as you were saying, I mean, this guy deserves a win. I mean, he's been second for many World Championships and many World Cups, so I mean, I'm sure he really wants it.
He's also very powerful and jumps very far in isolated moves, but when it comes to consecutive, I think he can do it theoretically.
Oh yeah, and he made it look easier.
Yeah, man, easier. Yeah, he has a lot of power. It's unbelievable.
And he was a junior world championship twice.
Yep, he definitely has the talent. In the beginning of his elite category, he was lacking physique. He couldn't finish these sections, but he definitely worked on that.
I think he was pretty into powerlifting, so I mean that's where you can see where he gets the amount of power, but that also makes you heavier and makes you tired.
That's always been the hard part in trials. You want to have the power, but you need the physique, but you don't want to be a weightlifter and you don't want to be a road cyclist. So it's always the fine line.
I think it also depends on what the riding style of each rider is. Right? I mean, you've got guys like Boltares, super strong, super muscular.
Yeah.
But I mean, he also. I mean, I saw him yesterday with his physiotherapist. He was suffering and didn't deserve it.
Yeah. And he does a lot of cardio. He rides 120-kilometer road rides. Yeah, he's super fit. It's really hard, this obstacle, to be honest. Yeah, it's like on TV it doesn't do justice, but like if you see the judge standing next to it, it's like the rock itself is over 2 meters.
I'm pretty sure Jack will try and get there with nearly a minute left.
Yeah, but Jack will have problems on the second and the third obstacle, I'm afraid, with his pedal forward. We'll see.
Let's have a look.
But he can do anything.
It's the man himself, one of the favorite, if not the favorite to win today, but
confidence, as always.
It's just so smooth.
What a machine. I trained with Jack when he was 14. I was 28. He was exactly double his age. And yeah, it was unbelievable what he was doing already then. Yeah, easy.
Clear that easy.
Even if it's like most riders can hook 170 centimeters. He just goes straight to back wheel. Now his pedal is forward. See?
He's in trouble here.
Yeah.
Let's try that again.
Okay.
Because he passed, he can't go back. That's a good move from him.
That's smart because his pedal was really...
It is in the way,
Yeah, he was annoyed with his left foot pedal forward. Wow.
So 57 seconds left.
I'd like to see him on that last rock.
I mean, he'll definitely go for it. It's the last move, so...
Yep.
So
What do you think?
Look so easy. I mean, he'll definitely go for it. So
he has time.
Yeah, I think he's the rider that's got the most time to try it.
I think he's gonna have to bunny hop it really fast and go as high as he can, and it wouldn't surprise me if he did it.
Can he make the difference here with Nico Valle and
he's gonna
Julian
go.
Sand?
Wow.
Hook. So about 18 seconds left. Time isn't.
Camera is a little bit. Come on, Jack. Yeah. He's gonna be out of time. 50 points.
Not enough time. He tries it again.
Yeah. Really hard to do that as the last move, full of like your arm pumping, your legs are sore, and then you got to do that. Unbelievable. Well done, everybody.
Okay, so we have 3 riders tied in first position. We have Julian, Nico, and Jack, all 3 of them.
Yeah. A pity about Vincent flat tire.
Yeah, that's bad luck, man. I mean, you've been training for so long.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, he's still in there. He's just 10 points away. Okay, so Martí, he's playing with the top guns.
This section is interesting. It's like yesterday in the semi-final, but they closed more, made the gates narrower and closed more B-lines. There's only one option now, so...
Julian did a really incredible move yesterday. I don't know if you see, like, on his rear tire to front.
This gap is huge. Wow. Again, it doesn't do justice, but it's just massive, this gap.
I mean, it's also easy here to get a puncture.
Yeah. Can you believe that we do this on a fork that's only 500 grams? He's like what, 75 kilograms?
Yeah, yeah.
And then he goes back and we go up. And it's a few tons go on that fork.
I mean, the kilos are full or forced. One of these forks must.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's got it.
Nice.
Do you break them often?
Carbon forks? No. The aluminums? Yes. Back in the days, it was always like a gamble, a Russian roulette.
And the carbon ones don't?
Not really.
Awesome.
No. This is massive, to be honest. It's funny that he's trying because.
Oh, it slipped, but he's still in.
What's happening right here is it's special because he's gonna really gain a lot of points.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the gap that he just did and saved with his foot. It's huge.
I mean, he definitely had to take the risk if he wanted to continue with the rest of the points.
He's on fire.
He's smooth. He's feeling it. I mean,
the 10 points from the 30 points already for the start. He knows he has to do a little bit better.
This is pretty scary. That's a pretty scary move.
I wonder why he doesn't start from the beam.
All right.
He could have easily started on the beam to do that. How much time he has left?
So many hooks in this section.
Too much.
That's a pity.
Yeah, it's over for him. No more time. Well done.
Not bad. 30 points.
Beautiful. This gap, just to start with, unbelievable.
Yeah.
You can tell that the young guys have so much spring in their legs. Like.
I mean, the hours that these guys are training. I mean, I definitely know Martí because, I mean, we were training with him in the Pyrenees, and I mean, the guys just are never tired. I mean, before people used to train 2-3 hours a day. I mean, these guys train 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon, wake up next day, and it's again and again. So I mean,
yep.
It's hard, and as you were saying before, like the altitude, I mean, they're starting to train really smart.
Yeah, and the guys like Vincent and Gilles, yeah, nice. That's his specialty now, Vincent. In the last 2 years, he focused so much on his power. He never did any weightlifting before. So he started to do it only 2 years ago, and his riding has improved by, I don't know, his gaps probably by 10-15%. It's pretty impressive.
And also the styles.
Wow, see, he goes to front wheel again there.
Yeah.
Otherwise he wouldn't be. We didn't see it, but he went to front and back.
Let's see what he's going to do here.
Just imagine you land on your front wheel on a 10 centimeter.
It's scary. I mean, the thing is, these guys are in so much control.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty risky. Could have slipped.
It could have slipped.
There was a lot of inclination there.
Honestly, Vincent, what he's doing here, these gaps, it's not normal that a guy at his age can still do this. It's really impressive. The distance and yeah.
I mean, he's just been riding forever. I mean,
yeah, because compared to, let's say, 15 years ago, the gaps now are double. Like we got
and the style of riding has changed so much too.
Guys our age, we constantly have to change our software. Beautiful. A lot of power.
30 points so far.
That's really up to his alley, these power moves.
Let's see if he can do better than Martí in this part of the sections.
To save time, you gotta like ride up it and go straight to back wheel. He tries, but come on, one more.
Also, you gotta have the confidence of like pulling like in such a thin surface.
And usually, if you hook something like this, your front wheel is lower, but now there's a piece of wood on the top. There's a piece of wood on the top, so your wheel doesn't fall so deep.
Doesn't go in, right?
So you don't have the pull to pull your bike up.
Okay, I mean, it's not the worst, but I'm sure he definitely wanted to clear that obstacle.
See how he...
Wow.
It's impressive. The progression he made with his power, his gaps and everything.
2019.
Okay, so here's Oliver about to come in.
Oliver Wiman was the world champion for junior.
I mean, I'm sure he can do better. He's in section number 2, so he's still got a bit of margin.
Yeah.
Of the elite 26 men.
We need to remember there are only 5 sections here so far.
First sector.
They've cleared, but some of the riders started to clear the second, so let's see what the German rider is capable of doing.
Front, yes. Hook it. That's why Vincent got so far, you know. He went straight to. He's gonna dab. Now the best thing is to lower your front with. Yeah, good. 2 foot.
Oh no! And that's a 5.
Yeah, he did it wrong. If you do this, you gotta dab. Let your front wheel go down first, and then pull your bike up.
I mean, that's getting Martí closer to the podium.
Yep. Well, to beat Julian and Vincent, Marty's gonna have to.
Yeah, I think it is starting to be a bit clear. The 3 first guys are going to be pretty tough to beat. Julian about to go in. I remember seeing Julian a few years ago. I mean, he's definitely worked in his technique, because he was not technical at all. I mean, he was super powerful, but not technical.
Yeah, I saw that last year.
He's starting to get smoother and smoother every year, and he's still got a long way to go, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Directly with the rear wheel. Oh no, front. Oh no. That's
exactly what you just said, you know. He can jump really far. This is probably half a meter closer than what he's used to, but you make it technical by now he has to land on something narrow, and it gets a little bit harder. So
that's a big mistake from Spaniard. Okay.
Yeah.
He lost valuable 20-30 seconds there.
Yeah. Well, this is his specialty. It wouldn't surprise me if he lands on 1 foot. He usually does that. He lands on the front wheel on 1 foot.
Let's have a look. He made that look pretty easy.
You know, when I look at the sections, I'm always like, it's impossible. And then it just happens.
Just 30 seconds to go. He definitely needs to go fast if he wants to add a few extra points.
Everything to back wheel. Yeah, nice. 40 points there.
I doubt he'll have enough time to finish. He needs to go fast, just 20 seconds to go. I mean, scary stuff like this with few seconds left. I mean, okay. Come on, Julian.
In the semi-final, I saw him not doing it, so maybe now with the adrenaline of the final he can.
No.
5 seconds. Yeah, he does it. Okay. He has to get out of there to get the 5 to 10 points.
Nice.
50?
40. 50 or 40?
Depends. Maybe he was out of time for the... When I see them suffering like that, I'm actually happy not to make the finals and sit here.
I mean...
Yeah, see, he kind of... Yeah. I think it's too close for him.
Yeah. Next time we'll have to tell Dani Parramon to put the obstacles further, because, I mean, these guys have so much power. Just to let you guys know, I mean, the heat here is really, really hot. So, I mean, it was supposed to rain these days. We were super lucky, but I mean, I'm sure these guys are definitely feeling the heat. So, for all of the racers that are used to Spanish weather, that will definitely affect them.
Nicola, definitely up to his capacity. Look how easy he makes it look.
I mean, he's definitely one of the favorites for the podium, if not for the win.
Yeah, I agree. The French people shouting his name.
It's just yesterday in the semi-finals, there was a difference of...
Come on! Whoa, that was close.
Okay.
Good save. He has a slightly shorter bike than all the rest, so the switch from front to back makes it kind of easier. That's why.
More like a 20-inch bike, right?
Yeah, that's why Julian is on a longer bike, and he's way smaller than the rest, so that's why he struggled to switch so fast.
Let's have a look here. Oh no,
that's weird because that's really his specialty.
Yeah.
But sports, fatigue, chronos, tapes makes it always.
Also, I think it did look pretty slippery and it's not flat, so that definitely makes it a lot harder.
They put some, they painted it with sand in it, so it's a little bit more grippy, but definitely wouldn't trust it.
Okay, he's going faster than Julian, but he did put one dab. Let's see if he can get further than Spaniard.
I think Jack is going to be everybody doing these big gaps. I think he's going to feel a little bit threatened because I talked to him. He tried to go straight on.
He just wants to go through it, and he's got 30 seconds to add an extra 10 points.
Yeah, I don't think Jack... Wow.
All right.
To do this so fast, so technical, so dangerous, not easy. I think Jack is feeling really threatened now because the size of the gaps, to see them doing it, he must be like, whoa, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one jumping that far and that big.
Did you manage to speak to him, or what was he feeling?
He was. He thought everybody would put his foot down there on the big jump on the round obstacle, and basically everybody almost cleared it. So, they probably didn't give him the 10 points. Not sure what's happening.
What's happening there?
Not sure. I hope. I'm not sure. Hooligans? No, we don't have that yet in trials, right?
It'll come. It'll come.
We don't want that. They can stay away.
I mean, this kind of stuff definitely can affect your mind before starting. So let's see how the English will perform.
Easy. Powerhouse. I think it's gonna give him a lot of confidence too to see that the other riders just did it. So, because he wasn't sure, he thought he could slip. He wasn't really 100% sure. But I think
there's two things. You can feel confident, like, hey, everyone's done it, or I need to do it.
He doesn't even go to front wheel.
So much power from him.
No, he has so much spare power.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how this guy performs. I mean, he is looking confident. He's got time.
He's going for 60 for sure.
Yeah. That would put him in first position.
If he hangs on it, 1 minute left. That's amazing. Yeah. He kind of invented this technique.
That's it. I mean, the only guy to do this.
In 2012, and the World Cup in Alter, my event that in my hometown, there was a steep thing just like that, and he hang on it and go to back wheel. We were all like, "What's happening here?"
I remember this new English guy arrived with his handlebar upside down.
Oh
right?
yeah, on his almost at his axles.
I do remember, like, in the next World Championships, everyone was like in the handlebar in the same way. So he's...
Come on, 18 seconds, easy, perfect,
60
perfect.
points.
60. You know, he really, really wants it.
I mean, he wants it, but I think the pressure's also so...
Like,
he's got so much pressure on his arms.
Also, the last World Championship, he lost because he kicked off an arrow. And, you know, pain and arrows are always the best lesson. And he, in the back of his head, is like, not again.
Yeah.
Not with me, guys. Not with me.
He really, really wants it. Okay, let's go into section number 3. At the moment, the favorite, Jack Carthy, he won the semi-finals yesterday, and he is leading in today. He's got a 20-point advantage with Nico and a 30-point advantage with Julian. I think, by the way, he didn't add those extra points because he's in third position.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's see what Marty's got for us today. I mean, I was talking to him and he was just like super happy to be in the final. So, oh no, it's a 5.
First obstacle.
That's bad for him.
That's
yeah, pity, because it wasn't. I'm sure he can clear that. No
this
problem.
is the long-term learning process that he's now experiencing. You know, those first years competing, you're like.
Let's have a look at the tape there.
Yeah, his back wheel is going over the rope.
That's a pity.
Too bad.
Probably if it was tape, he would have been in, but
kind of like how they use rope now. It's more, first of all, sustainable, which is a really important topic now, and it's like, yeah, it looks better than tape.
Definitely, yeah.
And stronger, because
tape breaks, yeah.
You ride on it, it breaks, you lose your world championship because of that.
Okay, yeah. So let's see.
More precise, more experienced.
I mean, Vincent, although he did have a puncture, he's tied in the...
Changing your tire. Oh, he's gonna probably hook the beam. Oh.
I mean, this, now you can see the ramp that he'll be, if he reaches the end of the section, he'll have to do the ramp, which that will look pretty spectacular.
Straight to back wheel.
Oh, yeah.
Makes it look so easy.
What do you think about this ramp? Because, I mean, we were looking at it with some of the riders yesterday, and it looks like far away, right?
The ramp looks far away, but you can like go for it. And I think, you know, if you're out of time almost, you're gonna probably hit it and pray for dear life that you make it. But if you have time, you're gonna play safe and hook it and hang on it and then go to back wheel on the obstacle.
I think it is cool, like for ramps, and I mean it's different stuff, and it's that kind of stuff that riders don't normally train for.
Yeah, look, this is a flaw in the rule book. So I think he punctured. No, he's riding really flat.
Yeah, I think he punctured his rear wheel, right? Oh.
No.
It looked like he was very, very low pressure. I mean, not again. No, he's good.
It looked like. So there's a flaw in the rule book where we said we couldn't you couldn't put your foot down and turn your bike inside the gate from the other side. So when you do it, you still can, but you just got to jump once up and down on your foot, and then it's considered a second lap, and then you can turn your bike in.
I mean, these guys know the rule book really, really well. I mean, their job depends on it. Oh, no, again?
No, man, come on.
Oh, that's bad luck. I feel sorry for him.
Yeah. Honestly, he.
I mean, there must be some issue with his tire, right?
Honestly, I trained with him last month, and he punctured twice in one training. Wow. And he said, I keep puncturing this tire, and I don't know, maybe I hope he took some precautions and changed it, or I don't know why he's still on that same tire.
I mean, 2 punctures in 3 sections, that's a lot of bad luck.
I never call a puncture always bad luck. It's sometimes you're tired, you jumped in the wrong place, you use the wrong inner tube, there's always like,
I mean, I guess the smoother you are, the...
Exactly. I always puncture when I'm tired.
Yeah.
Because I land a little off and...
Okay, so just to let everyone remember, everyone that's just tuned in, we're in the World Championships in the 26-inch Elite. And I mean, right now, okay, rear wheel. Right now we're going to see who the best rider in the world. So, I think this is going to be definitely, I mean, we've been 2 years without World Championship, so it is going to be interesting to see who the best rider is. I mean, some of the riders we've been seeing what they've been up to with social media, but some of them have been pretty silent, so it's cool to see everyone here.
Wow, that's good, huh? Because this, that rock, those 2 rocks on top of each other are like 2 meters high, and you're starting on a uphill run up, so there's nothing easy about that.
I'm sure Oliver definitely wants to stay at least in, because he did classify in 4th position.
Yep.
So, I mean, he definitely wants to make up for it.
Yeah, beautiful. So much power, everybody. Unbelievable. That's like a 1 meter 30 high obstacle, like a little platform just floating in the air, and you got to land on it in between two arrows. It's unbelievably hard.
It is super small.
Yeah.
I mean, they did it yesterday in the semi-finals. Okay, a 5. What's a front axle?
Yeah. Now you can start discussing as much as you want, and if they say it's 5, it's 5.
I mean, the good thing in the finals and also in the semi-finals, you have 2 commissaires to try and minimize errors, so that makes it as fair as possible for the riders. It wasn't in this section, it was in the one after. Okay, and the Spaniard, let's see what he's got to offer.
Powerhouse Julian.
Nobody's managed to make it to the jump, so it'll be interesting to see if Julian makes it.
I think now we're gonna see more of that.
I mean, he was 3rd in the Spanish Cup in Navarra in 2021, so it definitely wasn't his best results. He is definitely aiming for more here, so a podium would definitely be a great result for the Spaniard. Super young, still lots of years to learn. So watch out for this guy in the future.
Yeah, especially having this guy here behind him, Abel Mustieles, experienced, few times world champion. He owns the clean brand that Julian is on, so Abel is definitely coaching him and giving him all the tips and tricks he can. And Abel used to be a very technical rider. Julian is a little bit less of a technical rider, so Abel will definitely teach him the tips and tricks.
They have been training together, like all the clean factory riders did do a meeting near where Abel lives last month, so I mean, I'm sure
in Caspe.
Yeah, they have had a lot of training together.
Yeah, and it's a very technical terrain there. It's like
that's so high.
This is really hard, but a little bit of an advantage for left foot forward pedal. So it's gonna be good for Jack because there's that beam.
Oh, that was close. 36 seconds. Not much time to go.
It's one of the few times that I see that
we can hear the Spanish cheering
now he
up.
has it.
I'm sure the home crowd definitely helps.
Now you're hanging there.
Come on, Julian, and he's up. All right. So 10 points more for the Spaniard.
That's
10
good.
seconds. It's going to be hard for him to get the extra points. Come on, Julian.
On 30 points now. Definitely puts him a little bit more in the front.
Oh, well, not bad, not bad.
Out of time. Good.
I mean, I think he is definitely where the Englishman has a big advantage. He's just so fast.
Yep.
Not too happy.
Yeah, you always want more, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's aiming for the top spot. Oh, just almost managed to make it.
It's unbelievable how physical Trials is. Like, can't even describe.
I mean, it's physical, it's technical.
Yes.
You also, I mean, you have a lot of time to think in between the sections. So, like,
Yeah, overthink, make yourself nervous, or do the opposite, make yourself better. Here he goes, Nicolas.
Let's see if Nico can make it to
over the tape.
5. Whoa, wasn't expecting that.
I don't believe.
No.
And that's exactly like, I don't want to like talk bad, but you rarely see him on Instagram at least train technical and precise. And I think that's maybe the price he's paying now.
Yeah.
Your back wheel exactly has the width of your tire to land on, and if it's not there, it's out.
I mean, it always makes it easier, right? I mean, I guess you like training what you're good at and not what you're not good at.
No, I always do the opposite. You train what you're not good at.
Definitely have to do that. So, okay, let's see the English. Now, I wasn't expecting Nico to do that big mistake. Oh man, definitely.
This is funny. I had conversations with Jack when I used to coach him a little bit when he was 15. And I said, you got to train technical. And he always told me, don't bother. I'm just going to jump over it, he said. And I always said, yeah, right. That's exactly what he's doing. He just jumps over the technical part.
He's going much faster than the rest of the pilots.
Yeah, he's getting confident. He sees, it fuels him that he sees other guys struggling. It fuels him, it gives him energy.
Okay, Jack, 1 minute and 14 seconds left. That's a pretty big rock he's got to overcome.
Yeah, but that's
Power to do it.
piece of cake.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see him if he gets to the jump. How? I mean, I'm sure he's going to play safe and try and hook it, but if he's not got that much time, he's going to go for the
He's going to, I think, for the hook. Like Muhammad Ali, like dance like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's exactly what he's doing.
Oh, wasn't expecting that.
He's now too fast, too confident. That's also typical Jack. Come on, man, you gotta stay focused.
That was unusual. So no 10 points.
No 10 points there, so up to the next. Yeah.
He was lucky that wasn't a 5 because that would have made things hard for him.
He basically hooked every possible... I think he can make it.
5 seconds.
4, 3, 2.
All right, was it in?
Unbelievable. 50, he's in.
Yeah.
Look at his face. I'm the man.
This guy's hungry.
Valet just, yeah.
That's made things a little bit easier for Julian. That was a big mistake from Nico. No dab here, no.
No. And he's so like, he makes it look easy. He just flies over the obstacles. So how many points? Jack, 160, and then the second one has 110.
So unless we see a big mistake, like the one Nico did just a few moments ago.
Everything's possible.
But things are looking pretty good for Jack. 40 points difference is a lot of points with just 2 sections left.
Come on, Marty. Nice.
Okay, so
they can go from the side. Oh yeah.
Difficult balance section here.
Come on. You know, he's waited for what, like 4 or 5 times 2 minutes. He waited 10 minutes, and you can see he lost a little bit of his flow. That's the hard part in trials. You're waiting 10 minutes, you cool off, especially in an explosive sport. It's better to stay warm. And, come on. He should have. It's okay.
Yes, his dad.
Yeah, always there.
Him up.
Always there. In training, he doesn't say much, but just for him to be there, that means a lot to Marty, that they can train together.
I mean, I was just talking to the 2 of them yesterday. I mean, they were super stoked to be able to make it to the final. So
oh, yeah.
I am super happy for these guys.
Because he had 420 points, and there were 4 guys like that.
And stuff like this just boosts your motivation for the rest of the season.
Yeah, and his career.
Like coming from COVID, there hasn't been much racing, so I mean, for a World Championship like this to be held in very close to his town, I mean, I'm sure that'll be really good for him. Okay, Vincent looking confident here.
Yeah, he stays calm. He knows anything can happen. The podium is still in his reach, so he's got to stay focused and keep working hard. I think with the 0 Valet made,
that changed everything.
Yeah, 2nd place.
I mean, no matter how much years pass, I mean, this guy's always there. He's just one of these trial legends that you always have to count on him. I mean,
yeah. Wow, one go?
I remember
that's hard, because yesterday in the semi-final he didn't do that. I saw him even falling off, so it means he's very confident.
These guys are definitely feeling the heat.
This is one of the easier moves, so it surprised me if he... Nice.
He's playing it safe here.
It's hard because you don't want to go over.
He's in.
This is a Vincent move. I'm seeing him saving so many things that you're like, okay, now he's gonna fall. No, he doesn't.
This guy's been racing for so many years.
Yeah.
The amount of hours this guy's been on the bike, probably the one that's been the
Whoa.
most. That was
so much easier than yesterday. Oh, good. Nice. He punctured again?
No, I can't believe it.
No. It's impossible. Come on, man.
That can't be.
Yeah, he punctured again.
That's unbelievable.
How is that possible?
There must be some problem with his rim.
There must be a spoke sticking out or something.
Yeah. Well, front or rear?
Rear again, I think. Exactly like in training.
Wow,
I want to speak to him afterwards, but I think if it's the same tire and the same everything as in the last month, I think he made a strategical mistake here by using that same material. I hope not.
But that's strange because yesterday I didn't see him puncturing yesterday in the semi-finals. So.
Yeah, but now the heat is on. You're jumping a little bit less precise. You're going faster. No, I don't think that's possible. Is that possible what he did? No, it is. That's faster.
Yeah, he was in. A lot faster. Oliver's definitely going for it. I mean, he knows he has to, there's just 2 sections left. It'll be hard for him to get the 5th position, but I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a fight with Martí in this last 2 sections.
Vincent now, same score as Carthy. But Carthy obviously still have to ride 1 section.
But hey, I mean, he's punctured, what, 3 times?
Yeah.
And he's in 2nd position.
That's
so, I mean, you definitely got to give him credit for that. I mean, if he hadn't punctured, he'd be fighting there.
Tough pill to swallow because, you know, time is ticking. He's also 35 or 36, so every year is 1 year less. So, but anyway, just for him to be there again, amazing.
I mean, I'm sure he'd be super happy for a 2nd position.
Yeah, I mean, guys like us, we already have so many. We just want a gold.
I mean, racing against Jack, that definitely makes it a lot harder.
Yeah, but everything is possible, eh? That was impressive by Vincent to turn inside there and go straight onto the beam. I didn't even consider that yesterday.
15 seconds left for the German. No, 5.
Yeah.
20 points. I mean, he got a bit of advantage with Martí, just 10 points.
Yeah.
Difference in between both of them. It'll be decided in the last section, so I'm sure Martí will definitely want to fight for his 5th position. He classified 6th yesterday in the semi-final, so that was close. Remember to tune in. I mean, we're seeing the 26-inch Elite Men's Final. Don't forget the 20-inch. I mean, anything can be possible there. The riders were super impressive yesterday.
Julian.
Okay, the Spaniard, he knows he has to definitely has to add a few points if he wants to get the podium.
Can still go to 2nd place.
I mean, it is also amazing, like, to see the quality of the bikes, how it's changed during the years. I mean, these guys all riding A lot of them like carbon forks, carbon frames, carbon handlebars.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. For a long time, it like stagnated. There was no real changes. The mountain bike industry was going to BB30 bottom brackets and carbon, and Trials was like 10 years behind.
And I think he did this yesterday.
Why doesn't he hook it? Well, he must be very unconfident in hooks.
He did the same yesterday. And I think this guy on TV that we were seeing,
that gap is huge, people. That's unbelievable.
There he goes.
Like, he's so confident in this technique. It's unbelievable. His body almost collapses when he lands on his arms.
Aloy Pare does similar moves. Aloy Palau.
Yeah.
I mean, it is easier on a 20-inch than on a 26. And this guy right here, Abel Mustieles, world champion for many years. I think he's also one of the main guys responsible for developing the bikes.
Yeah, him and Christian from Krukhertz. Yeah, wow. Just to keep it now on the back wheel. Wow, respect. That's so hard. Abel doesn't seem impressed. I am.
All right.
Yeah, nice. Wow.
What about the time? Oh, I think he's out of time.
Yeah, he tried. But the bikes really, like you say, it's unbelievable. Good ride from Julian.
I mean, I think what's the big difference is the time. I mean, he does have the skills. He's just a bit slower than Jack.
Yeah, but
he doesn't manage to get it to the last part of the section. That was a big move.
Like, if he does the power moves like that, jumping straight to front wheel, if you know you can do it and it works, you save time. If not, you're like, no, he lost time.
If there's little details that keep adding, okay, an extra 5 seconds, an extra 10 seconds,
yeah,
that makes a difference. Okay, let's see Nico. I mean, he won't be happy because of the last mistake he did.
No.
But I mean, you've always got to give this guy credit. He's always there.
And also, he has very big studies. He's not sure what he studies. But it's really difficult and a lot of stuff to learn. And so he's combining that with his sports, and that's of course not the easiest to do.
Yeah, you got to give this guy credit. I mean, studying and maintaining this elite level, not easy.
No.
Okay, he's adding points. We do have to remember there's still Nico and Jack to go. It'll be easy to see. I think if Jack doesn't make a mistake, I'm pretty sure he'll be feeling confident.
Yeah.
All right. Here the French team cheering him on.
He's a good friend. Not a lot of wasting energy and time right there. Just up and over. Sometimes in the technical parts you can also overthink it, and then you spend too much energy and you risk to fall off, and sometimes you just gotta, especially in the final, just jump and go.
I was talking to the organizers, they're trying to make the section so that it's not all hooks.
Come on. Wow. Wow, he's Yes!
No! That
Come on.
made it difficult. Oh no, not much time.
But now he can go.
He doesn't have time. You just have 5 seconds left. Oh?
Did he?
I think he made these extra points.
Be good to see
Was
the
he in the
score.
time?
Yeah. He's in. No.
Doesn't look like he was in.
30 or 40 points.
Oh, I'm sure if he'd have known there was only 5 seconds left, he would have been faster there, because he could have almost managed. I mean, losing the balance on that beam, that definitely made the difference. I mean, 1 section to go for Nico. And let's see if Jack doesn't make any mistakes. I mean, he could...
30 points for Nico.
I think if Jack does 60 points, he's mathematically world champion, right?
Yeah.
So let's see. I mean, it's easy to say. He still has to do these 60 points.
Well,
This guy's been waiting for this so much. He's hungry. He didn't manage to be a world championship in the last one we did in Chengdu, China. So this guy's definitely hungry. And awesome balance here from the Englishman.
I also did the same thing yesterday. Like I say, you don't overthink it. Just ride on it.
Also, we can see the temperature starting to give the riders a break. It's getting a bit cloudy.
Yeah.
So
That's
a bit of a breeze.
Exactly. Such a big difference, eh? Get some cold air in your lungs.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable what it does to your energy level. This is a piece of cake for Jack.
I mean, trials is just so unpredictable. I mean, look what happened to Vincent, right? 3 punctures in out of 4 sections. That's pretty crazy.
Come on, Jack. Nice.
Okay, still 48 seconds to go. How's he gonna try this one? Not much speed here.
Yesterday he was going on this in the semi-final, hanging, and then trying to go straight to 2 wheels onto the log, which is incredibly hard because
same way as today.
Yeah, because he's doing it to his wrong side, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the balance you gotta get. I mean,
come on, he's
so you guys know,
almost losing it there. Yes.
There's a little bit of wind, you can see. So I mean, I'm sure that's affecting him. Okay.
How much time? 5 seconds? I don't think he's gonna.
No. 50. So no, 5 point. I think he didn't make it. He didn't make it. He was out of time.
50. Nice.
He was out of time.
Unbelievable.
50 points, just 10 points, and this guy's going to be the new reigning world champion in the 26 elite men's. Do you know, has he ever thought about switching to 20-inch?
He started on a 20 when he was like 12, and then he went to 26. Maybe, probably because of his the side of his body, you know. Super tall, like 187, 80, 88. Yeah, he's an impressive rider. When he was 14, he came to Antwerp to the World Cup, and he after the competition he was riding all the elite sections, and there we knew already, like, we're glad he's still 4 years in the junior category.
I remember him, like, after a World Cup, and you could just see the guy training alone. Everyone was just like celebrating, and he was just training. I mean, the mindset of this guy.
He works hard.
Okay, so Martí, I mean, he definitely wants to secure this 5th position.
I think this is hard, eh? Yeah, see?
Oh, no. Yeah, 5 points for Martí. That was pretty hard.
10 points in total. Good. I mean,
it's been great. I mean,
for him to be there, it's good. It gives me goosebumps, man, to see all this, the final. So many memories. Beautiful.
I mean, I think trials is just such a close family, right? You get to know so many people from different countries, and I mean, the good thing about the sport is, like, the riders are so close. I mean, you could see the little kids yesterday getting autographs from all the top riders. I mean, there's no way this happens like in sports, bigger sports like football or basketball. I mean, the little kids can just get to chat with all the elite riders. I mean, it is an awesome experience. There's a trial school very close to Vic, and I mean, you could just see, like, all the
gap. They gave him some forgiveness there. I think it looked like he was.
I think it's a 5.
No, but it could have been.
Oh, that's a different one.
I think I looked at it. Theoretically, you could go turn onto the first obstacle, like the first rock, but you have to go straight up. Wow, beautiful.
Yeah.
Really hard what he just did, believe me.
First rider to go by.
Yeah, really, really hard. makes it look so easy. Where he trains in Fontainebleau, there's the rocks there are like really, really big, and that's his specialty really. Run-ups with big rocks. The bigger the better for Vincent.
Did he clear that?
Yeah.
Right.
Again, a technical move, but just no thinking, just go and jump.
I mean, Vincent in second position with 3 punctures out of 5 sections.
Yeah.
That is pretty amazing. I mean, let's just not hope he'll puncture again.
Impressive. The rocks are pretty round, so he shouldn't. He probably punctured on that chicken wire on the. There's some part sticking out.
I mean, we'll have to talk to him before,
Nice.
after to see what happened, because I mean that's very strange. I don't think I've ever seen that a rider having 3 punctures in a final.
No.
But I mean, trials is just so unpredictable.
200.
Anything can happen. Okay, so I mean, this,
just imagine he goes 210, 220, and then Jack doesn't make the first obstacle. It is possible.
yeah, I mean anything's possible. I mean, oh no,
210, 210. Yeah.
Just
Jack's
5
world
seconds
champion. He's second. He's happy, yeah?
That's it. I think the Englishman.
Beautiful. He's dead.
He's happy.
Yeah.
You can tell.
With 2 punctures, people. Go figure. I had so many battles with this man, so many memories, and he's like 2 years younger, so he's probably gonna continue a few more years. So cool to see him still on the podium in the fall of his career.
I mean, he's just one of those guys. He's just always there. So yeah, I'm happy for Vincent.
Very.
Okay, so let's have a look. Oliver Woodman, I mean, if he needs to do at least 20 points to be able to be in front of Martí, but I mean, it's not easy to get 20 points with this massive rock in front.
No, and this obstacle is really massive. See?
I think he went for... He's being intelligent here.
I was surprised how Vincent made it look so easy.
Yeah.
Knowing it, even I know it's his specialty.
So he's already got 10 points.
Oh, they changed that. It's with a run-up now.
Oh, and yeah, that's it. He's managed to get 5th position in front of Martí. Let's see if he can... No, it'll be impossible for him to get in front of Nico.
I wonder why Vincent didn't use that rock. Because it's big. That's why. His experience told him not to do it.
We can see Jack having a look. Oh, and that's a 5. So we got 20 points. And
nice. Well done, Oliver.
So it looks like Martí managed to stay in front. So
first final.
Not bad.
Really good.
So 6th position for the German rider. Martí Baireda so far looks like he's going to be 5th.
The reflexes we have as trials riders, it's always surprising me. Like you fall and all of a sudden you put your hands down, just saving your face or your back, or
a fraction of a second.
Fraction of a second. Don't even ask us how we do it.
It is pretty awesome to see, like sometimes the riders catching the bike in the air, putting a hand out, a foot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those sports. It makes you such a good all-around mountain biker.
Oh yeah. Technically, physically is something else. So.
Yeah. So here we can see the Spaniard, 10 points for him so far. It is going to be a big struggle to make it up here. Can he beat Vincent?
The fact he already has to try twice now is going to make it really difficult.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to be happy with the 3rd position.
So he has to, 50 and more.
So still 40 points available. I mean, he can only tie with Vincent. So
and then,
if he makes 60 points,
Did he? No, they give him.
Is that a 5?
Nope.
All right, he's still in because I mean he'll have to make 60 points to be able to tie in second position with Vincent. So he's definitely going for it.
Yeah.
He's got 45 seconds left.
Made it looks easier.
Abel
Very, very
with a keen eye, with the
front back.
keen rider.
Yes.
Nice.
But I think with all the punchers, if they tie, Julian is probably gonna jump in front of Vincent.
Okay, front hook, 19 seconds. He still has to clear
That's not
20
much.
points. He definitely has to go for it. 30
20
seconds
more.
left.
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
Come on, Julian. Oh, wait. He's got it. Yeah.
Whoa.
I think he was in.
210. He's in.
Is he in? Oh, yeah, and he makes it into second position. Wow.
Yee-hoo!
That was an awesome...
He,
I honestly didn't think he'd manage to make
No.
it. He had
No.
like 13 seconds to do
He's
clear
the-
2 obstacles.
he's definitely a fighter.
Wow. This guy definitely has some power.
Definitely a fighter. Unbelievable.
So at the moment, it looks like Jack Carthy's going to be the winner today.
Yeah.
Second position for the Spaniard, Julian Side. And third position for the French, Vincent Hermans.
Supermans.
So let's have a look. Nico Valle,
right.
he
Nico.
can't really... If he does 0 points, he'll be fourth. If he does 60 points, he'll be fourth. So, I mean, he's just... He'll be good for training. Oh, I feel bad for Nico because, I mean, he...
No.
Oh.
Yeah, he knows the podium's gone. He's not that motivated anymore.
Okay, I mean, he's got a good performance, but I mean, just the...
Yeah, nothing changes. But
the level the top guys have, it is pretty awesome.
Nico,
Okay,
he's young. He has more. He has some years to try come back. Maybe when his studies are done. Starting to get really, really windy. Now,
okay,
a ride of honor.
Here's the new 2021 World Champion.
Yeah,
he's going to go for those 60 points. He's just enjoying it.
He's gonna go for. Why doesn't he gap? He makes it hard on himself. That's the first gate. I'm surprised by how much safety he puts in his riding. Here is Dad, always there too.
2021 here at the city of
Easy.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna make it a show. He's gonna make it a show. He's making it a show.
I mean, he just deserves it. I mean, the amount of hours of training and the fact of him moving for so many months, going away from his kid, his family. I mean, he's just driven. He just wanted to make sure he didn't make any mistakes like in Chengdu, and he's definitely secured this first position.
But he's so talented too. He has it all. He has the power, the will, the energy, and the talent. We shouldn't underestimate, because at age 14, with half the training of the elite riders back then, he was already close to our level. So it just says how much talent he's born with, and that power. He started doing gym, and it just went through the roof, his level, once he started doing that and developing his power. Unbelievable. This guy has it all.
I mean, also the way he's transformed his body.
Yeah.
As you were saying, 10 kilos. I mean, that's not easy.
Yeah, he wants to. He does a lot more endurance, because he's sponsored by Orange Bikes. So he has all the mountain bikes now. So he does a lot of mountain bike rides. And 60 points. Boom! There he is, your new world champion.
There you go. I mean, this guy definitely deserves it. This is the new world champion, 2021, Jack Carthy, the Englishman.
I knew he was gonna win, but it always has to be ridden.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, he was the favorite in Chengdu, and I mean, anything can happen. I think that's one of the cool things in the World Championships, that just anything can happen.
Exactly.
It's just 5 sections.
So cool for him. So happy for him. Where's his dad? His dad is also always on the background. Doesn't like to doesn't like to be too much in the spotlight.
Okay, so we still got plenty of action to go. You can still join us for the 20-inch Elite Men's Final. That'll be starting at 5:15. So make sure you tune in. Still a lot of action.
Nice.
Jack, congratulations on winning your 4th World Championship. You dominated the semi-finals. Also today, the final. How did you see yourself?
Yeah, I rode really good all weekend, and yeah, I've been motivated for this for 2 years, ever since what happened in China. So yeah, I've just been waiting for this one. I left my family at home for 2 months so far just to focus on this, and I can't wait to get home and see them.
And how did you find the trial and the sections?
To be honest, it was most of it was all my wrong way, so it wasn't a good trial for me. Honest, the semi-final was really good, but the final was not so good. But yeah, I managed to do it, yeah.
And you were saying now you had to sacrifice a lot to be here and to win today, but this makes it all worth it, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's paid off. So yeah, really happy, really happy.
Well, congratulations, Jack Carthy. Go and celebrate it.
Thank you.
So, as we can see, hard work pays off. This guy's been training really, really hard.
First time I see him a little bit emotional, to be honest, because in the beginning when he won, he took it like for granted because he knew it was the best, but now he's seeing all the good riders coming, and then also, like he says, being away from his family seemed to make him a little bit emotional there. So
I think what happened in Chengdu, I mean, him not winning, that definitely marked him and saying, hey, this can't happen to me again.
No. Yeah.
Because I remember also in Andorra, he didn't win there either, and he was the favorite, so.
He was a favorite, but that was like the rookie mistake, you know? Too much bravery, and he knew he was better, and he didn't think through, and Vincent was very strategical that weekend. So he kind of made a wrong decision there.
Okay, so just we need to remember everyone, the 20-inch Elite Men's Final will be live, and it'll be starting at 5:15. We have some awesome riders that managed to get into the finals. We have Borja Conejos, he classified in 1st position with 770 points. Aloy Palau, the Spaniard, also with 740 points. Alejandro Montalvo, 730 points. Thomas Perchaker, 590. Benito Ros, 580. And Lucien Lesier with 580 points. I mean, things are looking pretty good for the Spanish riders. They dominated yesterday the 20-inch category. But hey, this is trials. You never know, anything can happen.
And also the level in the semi-final was a little bit easier for they took out 2 gates compared to the 26-inch category. But the first 4 or 5 riders really had a way higher score than the 26-inch. So the level is a little bit higher. So I'm really curious.
And also we have Benito Ros, one of these legendary riders. He's been just racing forever. He's won many World Championships. So I mean, I feel happy for him. It'll be cool to see him racing once again. So let's remind everyone, these World Championships in Vic still haven't finished. We'll be starting at 5:15, the 20-inch Men's Elite 20-inch. We're gonna have Borja Conejos, Aloy Palau, Alejandro Montalvo, Thomas Perchaker, Benito Ros, and Lucien Lesier in the final. Anything can happen. The first three riders were pretty close. We did see Borja being super smooth yesterday, but I mean, he's never won a World Championship, so anything can happen. Now we're seeing the highlights of what is the new reigning world champion, Jack Carthy here. He made the riding look so easy. He's dominated it from start to end. His teammate Charlie Rolls here congratulating the English rider. So as you can hear, a lot of wind has picked up. This will make stuff interesting in the beam section. I mean, just about an hour ago, it was terribly hot. There was practically nowhere. The riders were super hot. And I mean, temperatures changed in just a few minutes. So we must still remember we had the juniors today, where Martí Riera finished in first position, Loris Gonzalez finished in second, Neil Benitez finished in second. That was the men's junior 20-inch. And in the men's juniors 26, we had Daniel Cegarra finishing in first position, Tomas Vebrek finishing the Czech in second, and Wojtek Kalas finishing in third. So many riders, many World Championship jerseys being given out today. But this is still not over. We need to remember at 5:15, we're going to have the men's elite 20-inch. So there's still a lot of action. So in just a few minutes, we're going to have the men elite 20-inch riders battling it out for the first position. Let's see who will be the new world champion. We've got Borja Conejos, who qualified in first position. Aloy Palau, he qualified in second position.
It was your first world championship and you've won it. So first time, first lucky.
I'm so happy. It was my first world championship. I did my best, so I'm happy about that, and I'm looking forward to train more and to do better in the next one.
And also you did it in front of your home crowd. You trained, you practiced, you're from here. How does it feel to have all these people supporting you today?
It was so nice because all my people that I love was here to support me, and I really appreciate that, and that made me to push more.
And yesterday, well, you dominated a lot in the semi-finals, also today in the final. What was the key to your wins?
Well, I don't know if I would say you a win, but it's training hard and training hard. There is no secret.
And what's your next objective now?
There is a World Cup on Belfort. There is only one round. So to be on the final and to do my best.
Well, congratulations and lucky, well, hope that you get lucky for the next one. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please, 20 riders. We need you behind the podium now, please. Riders,
We just heard the interview from Martí Baireda, one of the youngest riders today to be racing. He finished in finally in a 5th position. He's just super happy for being there. I mean, I'm sure all his family and friends, they were all watching here today. So good times for the Spanish rider.
please, 20 riders, please, we need you now. Now, 20-inch riders, please. 20 riders, please, now for the brief.
As we can see, the 20-inch riders are about to start. I mean, the level here is pretty high. I mean, we can see the three first riders to qualify. They were all doing 700 points yesterday. 770 for Borja Conejo, 740 for Aloy Palau, and Alejandro Montalvo with the total of 730. So a lot of points compared to the 26-inch riders. The level has definitely increased in the 20-inch wheels, so it'll be exciting. Let's see. What do you think, Kenny?
Just like you say, the 20-inch finals,
Manon,
the 20-inch level.
For your
Thank you. The sections were very beautiful. I'm so happy with the result. My ride was not the best. I was, but I'm really happy to be third and enjoy it a lot.
She's
the riders today. The level was very high, wasn't it?
The semi-final, and it was a great.
It's just always a pleasure to have Manon here. I mean, she's always happy, always smiling. I mean, she's just one of those girls. I mean, everybody in this World Cup circuit just loves her. And as she was saying, I mean, I don't think she's completely happy with her riding. I mean, I'm sure she's pleased with the third position, but I mean, she's one of those riders that if she has one of those good days, she can win. So.
Yeah. She has such a great personality too. Like she seems to be always happy too, you know. So she's definitely a good ambassador for our sport. But there's definitely more in her performance than third place for sure.
Yeah. She's just one of those riders. I mean, having someone like Nina always competing against her, it must be pretty hard because she has done a few podiums, but she's never actually managed to get that top spot in the World Championships.
Exactly. And there's also so many legends running around here. Just a few minutes ago, Otpi grabbed my arm, and there's Cesar Cañas, Benito Ros, Dani Comas. There's very few moments that we are all together, you know. It's pretty good day for trials. To celebrate trials, everybody's here.
I mean, it's awesome. I think the fact of there's been so little racing going on in these past 2 years, so yeah. I mean, that definitely makes everyone wanting to come to Victor to participate in these World Championships.
Yeah, and people have event hunger, you know. They wanna go out, see things, have a good time with the family, see something special.
And we're just a few minutes away from the men's elite 20-inch World Championship. I mean, I'm not really sure who I'd be able to bet on. I mean, I saw Borja and Aloy very strong yesterday. So
let's also do a big shout out to Mr. Benito Ros, who is, I think, 40 years old.
Something like that. I mean, he's just been in there forever.
Unbelievable.
I remember him battling it out against legends like Cesar Cañas.
Yeah. We were on the camping site together as 15-year-olds, like more than 20 years ago. We were camping together on the World Championships as a cadet and a junior, and we became elite riders together, and then unbelievable. We have so much good stories to tell. Unbelievable. And he's still there. Like, I'm a little bit jealous. Like, he's older than me, 2 years older, and he's in the finals.
Maybe you got to have a rethink, and maybe we'll see you back in a few years' time. You never know.
No. I can't keep combining it with all my projects. Too much is too much.
I think Benito, he's just one of these guys. I mean, he just loves trials. He'll just ride trials for the rest of his life. He's just one of these guys who really enjoys riding his bike.
Yeah. I asked him, when are you retiring? He's like, why? I'm like, because we're old. And he's like, my body is fine, I can still do it. The only reason I would maybe stop is for like personal reasons and to spend more time with my family. But other than that, I don't see any reason.
I mean, I was checking his social media like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it looked like his level had dropped, but he just managed to pick it up from there. He's been training really hard, and I mean, it's just a matter of hard work. The guy's there because he works hard every day.
Yeah, the thing is, our bodies change after, let's say, 35, and you got to train different, you got to think different, and what you got to do more than before is rest. And if you don't understand it, and if you keep pushing yourself, you're gonna be tired all the time. But once you understand that hey, I rest and I'm better, then magic happens.
Definitely.
That's also why I was able to compete here again, because for 2 years I was pushing it too much, and the first year I was always tired and I wasn't good at any training because I trained every day. And then I trained every other day, or I trained 2 days and took a day off, and then I was improving so much. And I think that's exactly what Benito has done, and this is the secret. It's the same story you hear with guys like Federer and the tennis players.
I mean, motivation plays a key part in the sport. It's one of those sports that a lot of people are training alone in their own countries. You need to be super focused and super motivated.
Yeah, every day you go out alone, it's raining, it's not raining, like you go to the gym, you feel tired, you go, you push. But I wonder how many of these young kids will still be around at age 40, like let's say like in 10, 15 years from now. Like, I'd love to see that, because the sport has changed so much into a power move sport, and it's it was always physically demanding trials, but back in the days, the first 10, 15 years of our career, it was more physical, I mean cardiovascular. And now it's only pulling and big jumps. There he is.
There we have him, the man, Benito Ros.
Nice graphics.
There he
Look
is.
at him. He's already happy to be there. He's already winning.
I mean, I saw on social media, he was just saying, hey, I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's just going to go out, enjoy his time.
I can't imagine, huh?
But hey, you never know. I mean, he's what? Many times world champion. So, I mean, you can always expect good stuff from Benito.
I saw him doing some big gaps and jumps yesterday, so he definitely has the spring and the power in the legs. So I'm sure he's going to do a good job today. I really hope for him he's in a podium spot. Not that the other riders don't deserve it, in my opinion, but just considering the fact he's there, unbelievable. Here he is.
Many Spanish riders today in the 20-inch. We also saw the Swiss Lucian Lesser and Thomas Pechaker.
Yeah, they must feel outnumbered.
Yeah.
In Catalonia.
Traditionally, it's always been where they've performed better than in the 20-inch.
There can be a more beautiful place than here, you know, with the history of Monty and all the 20-inch legends and all the world championships, and still again here. Again, all these Spaniards. There's no coincidence that Spain is a trials country.
And I mean, we've got to definitely give Eloy Palau some credit, because I mean, this guy nearly blew his finger off a few years ago. So he had a really serious injury, and for him to be able to make this comeback, it is pretty amazing.
Yeah, that is for that, and he's a good guy too. Like very down to earth, very hardworking.
And Borja Conejos, I mean, this guy was super smooth yesterday. I saw him in the semi-finals. He was the only one to clear some of the sections with 60 points. So he's definitely one of the favorites, and he's never won a world championship. So this guy's going to be hungry.
Yep, they're all hungry. But Pechaker has been world champion, and Oswald, he didn't qualify.
And they're off. Lucien's going to start. As you know, the sixth qualifier is the first to start.
Was good and keep going to the final. I was super concentrated in the competition, and also I feel good. Yes, I think this is the case. The level is very high with Alejandro, Eloy, and other riders. This is the World Championship, and here are the best riders on the world and very high level. I am really motivated to keep going in the final and to do my best.
And we're back. We can see the wind is definitely picking up. So here we can see the previous World Championship riders, winners, and okay, we can see the Swiss about to start.
Lucien Leiser. It's not easy for guys living in Austria and Switzerland, because if you live in a country where there's always snow and rain, you definitely miss a couple of training hours compared to people living in Spain or Italy or in the south. So
we do see them traveling quite a bit.
Yes, they all come here now.
We did see, for example, Dominic Oswald. He was at the
Croatia, I think.
Yeah. The trial they did in Barcelona. He was also there.
Yep.
I was expecting Dominic to qualify. I mean, he was kind of smooth yesterday. I mean, but the level was just so high that for a guy like Dominic not to qualify, I mean, that explains the difficulty of the level of the sections yesterday.
But it's the beauty of the sport now. It's so hard. To be honest, Vincent, Gilles, and myself being on the top for like, I don't know, 15 years, raining that was like a little bit too much. We need more good riders, like and then make it harder to get into a final, and this is exactly what's happening now.
Definitely, and it makes the sport more exciting. I mean, the more guys there is, the more exciting the finals are.
Exactly. Because if you go to a sport like athletics, where it's always Usain Bolt winning, oh, too bad. It gets boring for a while, you know.
So Lucien, not the best start for the Swiss, only 10 points here. I mean, I think, what do you think? This part of the section, like it'll be pretty hard to clear with a 20-inch.
Well, never say never. These guys jump really high as well, but it's really harder on a 20-inch bike. To be honest, the only guy that I see it doing is Pechaker, because he jumps really high, or like a Dominic Oswald. They jump super high. The other riders like Conejos and Palau and Alejandro, they're more technical. I think it's a little bit too high for them to make it, but I don't know. They're in the final mode, so anything is possible.
So
the legend
and one of the eldest riders today in the competition.
The eldest.
Wow. I mean, we definitely got to give this guy credit.
No, unbelievable what he's doing. This is his specialty. He can jump and go straight to his foot.
I mean, I remember as a kid, I mean, we all looked up to him. He was at the top of his game.
No.
What about the hand there?
His foot went over the bike.
He's still in.
Yeah,
he's still in.
The judges are really forgiving him. Okay, good, Benito. Good for you. This is so hard on a 20.
This is massive.
On a 26, when you hook it, that means when your back wheel is on the bottom and your front wheel is up, your bash guard and your pedals are away from the obstacle. If you do the same thing on a 20, well, you hit the obstacle. So,
and also in the clean, it's kind of designed with a really small bash guard, so I mean that probably might help him there.
And it's also here, Benito has a left foot forward, meaning that as you can see, the rock is slightly higher on the left, so he can touch the obstacle way faster than somebody with a right foot forward.
Time is definitely running out for Benito. Just 30 seconds left. Doubt he'll make it.
At least he has 20 points already. 10 points, excuse me.
There we can see Benito's wife cheering out for him, and he's in. Wow. Yeah, that's a pity.
So did he? He still hasn't.
10 seconds left for Benito. Can he manage to score these 10 extra points? No.
It's hard, people. This is really hard. That's like a massive obstacle. 10 points.
Time's out for Benito.
That's good.
10 points.
It's not much, but it is good.
I mean, all these big obstacles, that will definitely set the difference from the first riders in the podium.
Yeah. Yeah, there he kind of makes it, but then has to jump back.
So let's see what Thomas has got in store for us.
Also,
he is one of the strongest. I mean, he's
he's a powerhouse.
He's a tough guy.
They're so explosive, the 20-inch riders. I think he can clear that side hop onto the big rock, the second gate. Let's see.
This is the easy part of the section. 10 points for him.
See the way he's already preparing. Just like what we saw with Julian and Carthy. They're taking their time. He wants to go for it, I think. Yes!
Wow!
Yeah!
Wow!
Yes!
To do this in a 20-inch bike, that is pretty awesome.
They jump so high. Him and Dominique Oswald. But now it's hard.
I mean, Thomas, he knows if he wants to make it in the top spot of the podium, he definitely has to go for it. I mean,
I think he's going to do it now. Yeah. Is he?
Same as Benito.
So now, he made it. He cleared the gate. So now he can go up the way he wants.
So an extra 10 points for him.
Wow.
No pedals touching there.
No, unbelievable, man. This is very valuable what he's doing right now.
Austrian rider at the section number 1, in the competition with quite good results, scoring 30.
Easy. Yes.
He's just really flying. He's got 18 seconds left. He's got still 20 extra points he can get.
Yeah.
All right.
So much power, this guy.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, I think he's a worthy contestant for the Spaniards. I think they're gonna have to.
Not enough time here. He doesn't want to risk it.
Not enough time, and
he can be super happy. I mean, 50 points in this section. That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and the rock the size of a cathedral.
Yeah,
that's always a problem.
You know, we were saying before with Kenny. I mean, these rocks were designed initially for chimneys, so that's where the organizer, I mean, there's not many places you can get rocks this size. So here we can see the Austrian rider. I mean, he can be pretty happy with his performance in this first section. So, Alejandro about to go in.
50 points for Pechacker. Or is it Pechacker?
Yeah, I think
Pechacker. Sounds more German, yeah. Here, one of the hardest working, never stopping riders, Alejandro Montalvo. Been around for a few years. Had the lack of power, and because of his, he's not a very tall guy, but he works so hard. Yeah. Come on.
Didn't manage this one.
Beautiful. Nice save.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing, Thomas. I wasn't expecting him to clear that rock. That was a very, very high rock to be cleared.
Yeah.
With no dabs.
Whoa. Trained with the guy, you know, and the side-ups they do, you're like, really? Even as a trials rider, being in the game for 25 years, sometimes I'm like, whoa, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah,
okay.
Fast, very efficient. Like, it is so hard on a 20-inch. You cannot imagine. Way harder than on a 26-inch bike. The precision they're bringing to the table here is like just mind-blowing, unbelievable.
I mean, he is super precise and super technical.
Yeah.
He actually won the Junior World Championships in 2017. So, I mean, he knows. He's been in the world scene for quite a bit.
Yeah, makes it all look easier. He's confident. One more obstacle. Mission impossible. Can he do it? If he bunny hops it and goes straight to hook, he has time.
I think yesterday he managed to...
He's good at it.
To hook it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but yesterday we could come in more from an angle. It's over. He went over the arrow probably.
40 points for the Spaniard.
Good, good, good.
Getting him in second position so far. The Austrian Tomasz Pechaker in first position. I mean, that side hop, that was pretty massive.
This is impressive on the 20-inch bike.
I mean, this section yesterday was pretty complicated. We saw a lot of pedals scratching the rocks. There was
very old school move. Like you gotta go like, I always call it the tick boom. You move your wheels once, twice, and then you go up.
Yeah.
You can't wiggle around, play too much around because your wheel's gonna slip. And that's a really old school thing. And I don't know, the last time I had that in a World Championship was probably 15 years ago. And I'm really glad. The organizers did a good job to give something for everybody.
So here's the Spaniard, Eloy Palau, racing what would be about 20 minutes away from his hometown in Viladrau. So he knows the temperature, he knows the terrain. To make this fair for everyone, the organization has done completely new sections, so nobody's been able to train this.
No, I think he can do it if he really, really has it right. No.
I mean, this move, these guys have only been able to warm up a bit, so I think he's playing it safe.
Yeah. Sponsored by Comas Bikes. We just saw Dani Comas right here, another legend living in Catalonia. Awesome guy. I used to train with him for thousands of hours here in the Catalan forests. Beautiful.
I think he's got some pretty awesome, or he used to have some pretty awesome sections in his house.
Yeah, he does. I used to stay in his caravan in his backyard, and then after training I sneaked out and trained a little bit more. He didn't like running in the morning at 8 a.m. though. It was too early for him.
Not used to the European timetable. Okay, so Eloy, 30 points here.
Come on, Eloy. Yeah.
His
endurance is very...
I think this was harder yesterday. Yesterday they had to like side hop it this rock. They seem to have made it a bit easier for the finals.
Yeah.
And they complicated this rock.
Can he do it? Yeah! Whoa!
Oh no, that was close.
That was... He's on fire. He's on fire, people.
I thought he had it.
No. If he can get there, 2 back wheel, that means he has something in. He has something for us. Also, this it's totally not necessary to go to front wheel, but he does it. Means he has spare power. He has something for us there.
I mean, he used to be a gymnast, so I mean, we all know the amount of dedication and hard work and training that these guys have since they're 3. So, I mean, that played a huge part in this guy's performance. I mean, he's used to hard training, he's super physical.
Also, he could be a road cyclist because I went on a road ride with him. It was pretty impressive. He was fast.
Yeah, he's definitely been putting a lot of hours into road bike racing. I mean, they've got to find the balance in between gym and endurance.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what makes this sport pretty awesome. I mean, you can have guys super strong like Benito, and then guys pretty thin and
Yeah.
skinny like Jack.
Yeah.
So here you can see one of the favorites for today. One dab already. So far, only Thomas Pechaker managed to clear that obstacle.
Conejo is a very technical rider. Yeah. Okay. He's left pedal forward, so that's in his disadvantage here because he's got to go up to his wrong side.
He managed to clear it just the same as Alejandro.
Oh, he's changing pedals. That's hard.
That's where you can see these guys are technical.
Yeah.
I mean, to do this with the wrong pedal. Big shout out to the crowd that's been in Vic these days.
Yeah.
Just cheering up all of the athletes.
Definitely here for all the Spaniards, supporting them, cheering them on, and probably more for Eloy than anyone else.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure these guys have got all their friends and family here cheering them up.
Oh yeah, Eloy, Conejos, they're all really good riders.
Okay, so Borja's definitely flying, 14 seconds left. Let's see if he can get up, he's trying.
You see how struggling it is, and then knowing that Eloy put back wheel there just gives me a lot of confidence that he's in a really good shape.
Okay, so at the moment we have the Austrian in first position.
Yeah.
And I think all the rest of all three, but Eloy, Borja and Alejandro, I think they're tied in second position.
A lot of power moves in the next section. A lot of big jumps, very new school. Totally up the alley of these guys. And maybe, again, more for Pechaker than the others because of his power. But the next sections are very technical, and that's where the Spaniards might do a comeback. Let's see. Anything is possible.
Wow.
So we did see Lucien struggling a bit in the first section. We're off into the second.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
He's trying to find his flow still, you can see. He's not into his element yet.
So what do you think? I mean, is the wind, will that be playing against the riders?
Easy. Yeah, on the balance beam here, on the red section, probably is. On all the other sections, I don't think so. Yeah, it's the smartest thing to do now. Just dab and continue. Oh yeah.
Come on, Lucien. Well,
yeah.
How's he going to do that?
Put his foot up, and then one big advantage is his long legs. I always make fun with my brother too. He has long legs too.
2 dabs there, I think.
The things he can dab, just impossible for someone with short legs. It makes a big difference.
Oh, that's a long move.
Oh,
we did see a few crashes yesterday.
On that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it scared me too. It was like, you know it's possible, but if you jump too far, you go over the bars, you go over, like, I ride a carbon frame. I was worried to hit the side of it and then break my frame in the middle of the competition.
Easy also to get a puncture.
Yes. But then, you know, you just jump and trust in your training hours and experience. Nice.
All right. Some extra points here for the Swiss.
Everything on back wheel, very nice. Yeah. He looks confident and powerful still. I think he can still make it.
Oh no.
He's done.
I mean, the 26-inch riders did have a lot of trouble here in this hook, so
yeah,
it probably will be a bit easier. What do you think for the 20-inch?
The hook is... I can't really tell. I've never been riding on 20-inch bikes and hooked them like that.
I'm guessing you can put like the wheel a little bit deeper than
Deeper,
the 26.
and theoretically your bike is shorter. So yeah, it's easier. It is easier now that I think about it, because sometimes if you see them hanging on a 20-inch on a beam, and then they go to back wheel, it's so much more comfortable.
Okay, let's go, Benito.
The legend Benito Rosarol.
This guy's been racing forever. I mean, he's got tons of experience, and we know he's been taking his training very seriously. Oh, that's nice. Typical Benito move.
Typical Benito move, but I've seen how far it is. It looks really easy here on TV, and it's impressive that he can still do that. Come on, man. Yeah. Nice.
As you can see, Benito riding the clean bike with the disc in the back and rim brake in the front.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the rear disc can make these guys run a lot smoother.
It's gonna be so hard for him with the slightly shorter legs than Lucien. Let's see. But
I mean, Lucien made it look pretty easy.
Yeah, but tell me, 5 or 10 centimeters more leg space makes the whole difference. Now you gotta move his foot up to the higher. Yes, good, nice. You know, back in the days, like in the beginning of our careers in the elite category, we used to have sections in the forest, and sometimes they would put in like impossible obstacles, impossible. And that's where, yeah, we always had to dab. You were the rider with the most strategy was always like the winner. But I'm glad that the organizers took it out of the competitions.
I mean, I guess they're just trying to make it easier for the fans to be.
Yeah, it's just not appealing for TV or people that don't understand. You're like climbing your bike up instead of riding.
Okay, so let's see if Benito can get it out.
8 seconds.
It's gonna be very hard.
Just save your energy, buddy.
4, 3.
Save your energy. Yeah.
He's playing it safe here.
It's good. That was a good ride.
So the same at the moment as
20 points.
Lucien.
Both 20.
So they're tied in the 5th and 6th position. So at the moment it looks like it's going to be a battle between the 4 first riders, the 3 Spaniards, and Thomas from Austria. So it's going to be exciting. I think it is going to be a really exciting final. Any of these 4 guys can win. So let's have a look and see if Thomas can get the maximum points out of this section.
This is his style. New school, young rider, big gaps, back to front, front to back, I mean.
Oh,
I'm surprised there.
Wasn't expecting that.
Did he get a dab for it?
I think so. I think we heard the contact of the bash guard.
No, he got 10 points. He probably went...
So no, yeah, at the moment 10 points for him. Tap down there.
I wonder which 20-inch rider is gonna have the courage to jump to front wheel there on that little edge and then go to back wheel, just like we saw in the 26-inch.
What about this one?
I think he can do it.
Super difficult.
I'm not sure how good he is jumping to front wheel.
I mean, what we saw with the 26-inch riders is it is quite slippery and it has some inclination. So, oh, did he get it?
Did he really went from bash guard straight? That was impressive.
One tap.
Yeah, he went to bash guard. And from the bash, he went straight on the back wheel on the side of it. That's really hard. Adrenaline just makes you do these reflex moves that you can't even explain how they occur.
Okay, so we can see the Austrian rider.
He's gonna go for 30, maybe 40 points. Probably 30.
I mean, he's at the moment in first position. The only rider to manage to clear out the One of the hardest obstacles in the first section.
15 seconds, 10 seconds. If he goes 5, 4, come on.
No time for him.
No, tired. It's so hard. Like you're hanging there, your front wheel shakes from left to right. It's like cliffhanger.
We did see the 26-inch riders being a bit faster than the 20.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that kind of the sections, at least these two, were a bit easier for 26-inch than for 20-inch.
Yeah, all the gaps, the big gaps, is just easier on a 26. Because to start with, when you're on the back wheel, you're already closer to the obstacle.
Okay, Alejandro ready to come in, section number 2. We do see it is getting windy, so in the beam sections that will definitely make it a bit difficult.
Peshaker taking the lead again. These big, I saw him doing pretty big stuff on training. I'm sure he got this. Yeah. So much body language when they're riding, like that, throwing their head to the front and like, yeah, flexibility tested to the max. I'm sure he can go to front wheel if you want it. Ah, it's a risk, eh? This is his specialty.
Come on, Alejandro, you got this. You can see his family and friends cheering the Spaniard. All right.
Yeah, definitely his specialty. He's also an old rider I used to ride with. All right.
What do you think? Will
small legs, not easy.
Will Borja and Eloy go for it?
Is one, yeah, I don't know. It's one thing that the Spanish riders are really technical, but the power is not like Peshaker.
I think it's also easy to get a 5 there. I mean, if you don't make it, you can fall backwards,
exactly.
and that would get them straight out of the final.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, even if Peshaker don't make it, I think the other riders will also struggle, and probably better play safe. Whoa, did he go out of the gate?
No, I think he's in.
Yeah, he did.
He's in, 2 dabs.
This is his thing. I think he can go
22 seconds, not that much time.
Should be enough for him. He really masters this hanging to back wheel. He has so many obstacles in his backyard. Come on, he can do it.
Oh, he's going for it, yes.
Yeah, he can do it.
10 seconds left, I think.
Yeah, don't injure yourself. No, you're out of time.
Not enough time. Oh, that was good. That was a good performance.
Yeah, that was money. That was his ticket to the podium.
40 points, very good.
Oh yeah.
So that's an extra 10 points he got over Thomas Peshaker.
He trains this all the time, like all the obstacles.
I mean, he didn't really have to think about it much. He just went for it.
Exactly. If you would have told me 15 years ago that we were going to hang on something vertical that's like 5 centimeters wide and goes straight to back wheel 2.5 meters up in the air, I would have declared you like like that you don't know anything about trials. But
I remember riders started to do it with the New Jerseys, right?
Yeah, that's yeah, exactly. The New Jersey, your back wheel was slightly higher than the front wheel. That was already legendary.
Okay, so this rider, Eloy Palau, he's got all his home crowd here cheering up for him.
He's also good at all the moves that Alejandro was just good at.
I mean, he just puts his head so front.
Yeah,
so in the front.
They can smell the paint almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got this. They're like the Spaniards are good at this technique. Every competition they got to do it here in Spain. Come on.
And he's up. Nice. Things looking good for Eloy. Danny Comas cheering up for him.
Yep.
Oh no, everyone's going to put a dab in.
Yeah, it's just too risky. Come on, stretch your other leg. Yes.
Just so that you guys can see the difference. A 26-inch we did see like 2 or 3 riders going for it.
No.
Oh, that was close. That was close. But yeah, he's still in there. 1 minute left. He's going a bit faster than the other riders.
Yep. The worst part, if you put your foot that high and then you stretch your body out, is that you start cramping in your legs.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part. The worst ever. Front back. Yeah.
All right.
Very confident.
So smooth.
Very confident. He has more time than Alejandro, so he should go for it.
Aloy,
and soon. Come on, man. You gotta go. Yeah. Now he had like 5 to 10 seconds to.
This can definitely make the difference in a World Championship win. And yes, he cleared this. 14 seconds. I'm not sure he'll be able to clear the rest.
He could, but he's gonna be tired, and it's really dangerous. No, don't even.
Don't go for it.
Yeah. It's really dangerous.
Pretty good result.
Jack and Nicolas Vallée, they made it look so easy. You gotta know it's like 5 centimeters wide, and the arrows on top are like 10 centimeters apart on the edge. So you gotta land like in between the arrows.
As you can see, Aloy has like a small GPS on his handle. I'm not sure that was.
He does. So every time, every training, because of we changed the sections with the more gates you get, the more points you get. So riders know the faster I go, the better. So they're all trained with heart rate monitors and checking their heart rate, their heartbeat, and then also ride train sections every day almost.
It is so cool to see the sport evolving and getting more professional as it goes.
Whoa, that's impressive. That, you see, like he can make the gap, but he does it in a smarter way.
I mean, these guys kind of adapt, right? If they don't have enough power, then they find other ways to make it work.
It's impressive. I should start doing that too. Whoa, what the hell?
He's twitching there.
He switched. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
That's not normal, people. That's really hard.
It's kind of making it more complicated.
No, he does it. You know why he does
Why
it?
did he do it? The pedal was in the way?
No, he has his left foot forward. So when he goes to the other side of the obstacle, his left foot is like, his left pedal is like in the empty, in the void, next to the obstacle.
That was pretty impressive. I'm sure his fork wasn't happy.
No. 2 dabs. That was impressive. Never seen anyone doing that. Yeah, because he could put his pedal 5 centimeters more to the front.
So Borja, he was second in the World Championships in Chengdu 2019. So, I mean, yeah, he's almost being able to make it a few times to the top spot, but he's never been able to be a World Championship winner. So this guy's hungry.
But I think from the 6 here, only Benito and Peshaker have ever worn the jersey, right? No one else?
Yeah.
So they're all on a mission here.
I think Alejandro was the overall ranking #1
in
the World Cups, but not in the World Championships. Right, 22 years old, so he is pretty young.
30 points.
I'm not sure he'll be happy about that.
No.
This guy's going for the win. Abel.
Just the watts and the power on the knees and the frame and the lower back is just megawatts. It's unbelievable.
Okay, section number 3. So a tie with the first 3 riders. Three Spaniards tied. I think we have the same positions as in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
Lucien knows he's got to go fast if he wants to reach the end of the sections. This is quite a long section.
He jumped in on the right side of the beam there on the top. There's it's full of tar, melted tar coming out of the beams. It's like a little, like glue almost, black glue. So it's probably on his tires right now.
Okay, some dabs here for the Swift rider.
This guy can put his foot very high up in the air. Very impressive. This is such a technical...
It's scary, I mean.
Yeah.
That didn't look good.
That's exactly... That's not good.
That didn't look good. I mean, it hit him right on the ribs. I'm glad he's not injured.
Fell on his leg. Yeah, it happened so fast. You're there, you're confident, you're going for it, and all of a sudden, before you know, you're on the ground. Happened to me yesterday. I was sure I was gonna make it, and there I was on the floor.
That's an ugly crash. That's an ugly crash.
Julian also had an ugly crash in the 26-inch semi-final.
He hit his head, I think, right?
Yeah, and you know, there's these wooden sticks all around the section too, where you can fall on, and that's something you don't want.
I mean, also the pressure's on. There's very little time, and there's like 10 seconds, and most of the riders just take the risk and just go for it. But
yeah, I stopped doing that. And with my age, once you pass 35, you go like, no. Broke too many ribs already doing that.
I mean, we got to remember it is a dangerous sport.
Yeah, and we wear nose like maybe a shin guard and a helmet. That's it. Here he is, the legend Benito, on the just next to the rope, very precise.
Do the riders have to wear shin pads? Does the UCI make the riders?
No,
they
we don't
choose?
have to. No, I was wearing them for I think 8 years in a row. And then nice Benito. I tried to hook a very big wall and I couldn't do it for like an hour, and I removed my shin guards and I made it, and then I said I'm gonna remove them forever now.
All right.
And that's been like 10 years ago now.
I guess your shins aren't that happy though.
They're like, you know, like Karate Kid, where you like hit him on purpose.
Oh, I think there's a rope here.
Yeah, once he put his foot up there, he's gonna hang his bike and then put his foot again. Yeah. I think there he wished he put it a bit closer.
A bit closer, right?
He's gonna have to
another one.
3 dabs. Why not? Just use all power, strategy, and energy he has to get as far as he can in the section. Be safe here, buddy. Yeah, straight to backfill.
Those moves are very scary. And especially like after seeing what happened to Lucien.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in his position right now.
Yeah. It is his good side though to do that, because he gaps higher and further. When his front wheel can be on the left of the obstacle, which was the case there, so that's why he made it look so easy.
Oh, not many time left for Benito.
Come on, this is very unnatural for our age.
Oh, no.
I know, buddy.
Well, I think he's
well done.
He did
well done.
manage to get a few
he's
points
happy.
there.
He's happy.
What about the decoration of the clean bikes? These are looking pretty awesome. They've all had custom painted frames.
Yeah, they had some cool stickers on it. So rainbow stripes.
Okay, who's next? We have the Austrian rider Thomas Pechaker about to come in. Only 10 points of difference between the 4 first riders. So any mistake will get you out of the final here, guys.
Here first.
We did see a big mistake here from Nico Valle in the 26-inch.
Yeah.
And what was pretty awesome is just Jack Carthy went straight on top of the beam.
This guy has so much spare lift and energy that you can't even describe it.
You can definitely tell, right, when he's riding, it's like he could almost go 10 centimeters high.
Yeah, and more.
Okay, Thomas going here for all right, I thought he was going to hook it, but why hook it when you can go directly with your back wheel?
Vincent also did it in 26.
You could see before in the public.
Is he gonna try it? Yeah, he's gonna try it. That's really hard on a 20-inch. Taking a lot of risk here, but I think he knows he has to do it.
It's either this or he's out. I mean, the three Spaniards
Like, yeah.
10 points in front of him, so he just has to take the extra risk.
Yeah, but the first difficulty is that you're going uphill, and then the second is you don't have any speed because it's so short. And then the third difficulty is, yeah, he's gonna dab. This is the flaw in the rule. Now he's got to jump up on his foot. Jump up. Yeah, now it's considered a dab in front of the gate. And now he can go. Now he can continue.
The riders, like the strategy involved into this.
When we wrote the rule to avoid that people continue dabbing from behind the gate, this is the last thing in the commission we probably could think of that riders would start doing.
Oh, and he's out of time.
Already?
He's out of time. He tried. I'm not sure the Austrian rider will be happy with this.
I mean, against these Spanish robots, because that's how I call them, you gotta show the right papers to beat them. It's really impressive. They ride like machines.
I mean, they just never make mistakes.
No, and every competition for them is a world championship. It's like back in the days in France, Gilles and Coustelet, the brothers, and Vincent and a few others. Every French Cup was like a World Cup. And then you can see their level was going up and up and up. And now the same thing is happening in Spain, where every Spanish Cup, every Spanish Catalan Cup, whatever, is just like a World Cup. That's why they're so good.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the championship they made in Barcelona. I mean, the level there was pretty awesome. I mean, like, everybody was there. You couldn't tell the difference between that and the World Cup.
Exactly.
I mean, it was cool because there was also the TV there. All right. That's a nice move from Alejandro.
Very fast, very confident as always. Still, the most impressive thing I've seen by Alejandro was in Antwerp, where there was a kicker and he was about to fall, and he had to jump onto a log, and he landed on his front wheel. Removed his foot, almost went over the bar, and saved it. You should look it up on YouTube.
I mean,
yes,
he
has it.
I mean, as you say, these guys never miss.
He has it.
All right.
Yes, this is gonna make the difference, but we all know what the other guy's gonna do.
Yeah, we still, I mean, I'm pretty sure Aloy and Borja will try the same thing. That's a nice move. I mean, after Lucian's crash, that mustn't be too comfortable for them.
Yeah.
All right, that was pretty.
So technical, so confident.
The problem with this is they just make it look so easy. I mean, to not miss any moves and like doing it in a certain amount of time. I mean, it's only 2 minutes.
Yeah, and he's also one of the few riders riding on a.
Oh no! Mistake there.
10 seconds. Theoretically, he can. If he now just goes for it. 3.
He's got it.
Oh my God! 60 points.
Yeah, man. That probably made a difference in the end.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That's what makes a difference.
Yep, he's putting on the pressure now for Conejos and Eloy. They're like, God damn it. I was saying he's one of the few riders on an aluminum fork, instead of a carbon fork. So theoretically, it makes it a little bit harder to do this move. But he's so light that it doesn't really affect him.
Is it better? Do you guys prefer the fork to flex?
No, it has to be, especially for me as a heavy rider. I'm 80 kilos. I want the fork to be carbon as stiff as I can, because then there's no flex and all the power you put in goes straight out, and then you can easily make it to the back wheel.
Okay, so it's going to be interesting to see. Oh, that was pretty close, but I think he's in.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
I mean, the pressure's on for Aloy.
So that was 60 points, right, for Alejandro?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, because that's a really hard section.
I think he was 10 points. No, they were equal, right? I think the three Spaniards.
Yeah.
So that will make things harder for.
Because even Jack Carthy didn't make 60 points in the third section. Alejandro is the first one that's doing it. Yeah, so that says a lot about the level. Better than Jack Carthy.
Yeah. Oh, Aloy not getting up there. I mean, he'll be missing this extra time.
Yeah, it was first try by Alejandro.
He's got it. 1 minute and 5 seconds. He's got to be fast if he wants to make these 60 points.
But to go there to back wheel is so hard.
All right. He's got to be fast. He's got to be fast. It's like 50 seconds.
It's like a video game, man.
Yeah. He made that look easy.
Yeah.
In Alejandro, I think they literally stopped the clock in 2 minutes. It was super tight.
Yeah. 2 more, 30 seconds to go, and 2 hooks.
He's got 25 seconds, that's not bad.
If he fights,
come on, Aloy.
I think he can do it. Come on, no. Just
he's wasting time.
Yeah, but
15 seconds.
Come on, the crowd is gonna shout him up there. You're gonna. Come on.
He's got more time.
Yes. Oh no.
Was he in?
He's probably in, eh? He's probably in.
Was he in?
He's probably in.
That was a big mistake.
He's probably
in. Did he get it?
He's in.
I think he's in. Wow, that was pretty crazy. I mean,
because he fell, and then no, come on, give him the 60. He deserves it.
I mean, I don't think none of them really could see. Oh no.
No, he's not in.
He's out.
He touched the floor with his foot before. No.
They're arguing there.
The axle of the bike didn't go out. 50. Such a big effort.
No, that was a big mistake. I mean, the hard part.
Yeah, but with the time and the pressure.
That could probably make the difference between a win.
Yeah, well, there's still one big, hard, difficult section where only Jack had 50 and the others 30 and 40. So that means a lot. It means it's a hard section to come.
Okay, so let's see. Borja Conejos. What's this guy going to come up with? So 10 points difference between Montalvo and Aloy Palau. 50 points in the end, yeah. It was pretty clear in the
because his bike,
TV.
You're out of the section when your front axle is out. So that means he was out, not the bike. He was out of the section.
50 points, final position. 50 points, final position.
Back in the days, I seen when the rules weren't what they were, people throwing their bike out of the section with one dab, and they threw their bike out from like 4 meters away, and that counted.
I guess if the front axle goes, right?
Yeah, front axle went out and it was good. And they changed the rules, of course. It looked pretty weird.
People throwing their bike around in the section. Okay, so Borja, let's have a look. The pressure's on for Borja. He has to manage at least 50 points if he wants to still be in the final. That was a pity from Aloy. I mean, these guys.
One of the tallest riders. So you would think very, very powerful, but he always chooses the safest option to get on an obstacle, and he would use the bottom of a rock to get on. This is definitely up his alley.
By the way, did you manage to speak to Vincent to see what happened with the punctures?
No, not yet. No.
Okay, he's up.
Easy. Easy, easy. Yeah, him and Alejandro looks like they're gonna have a little battle here.
50 seconds left. He's got more time than Alejandro and Aloy, so he can take it a bit easier. So smooth, so smooth.
Makes it look easier.
I mean, as you say, I mean, these guys just never miss.
Nope. I was questioning myself when I competed against them last year, and then I just realized. How did he save that? That was impressive.
It looked like it was a 5, but he managed to save that. So
I think he was going too easy. Like not the others were
8 seconds.
The others were putting their.
Oh no! Oh yeah. He managed. So tied with Aloy.
Yeah, the wind was blowing him off.
Tied with Aloy.
He was taking it too much for granted.
But that's not bad. I actually thought he'd managed to score 40. So
40 or 50?
No, 50 in the end. He nearly did a 5 there.
You know, he had the time, so.
Yeah, I think he didn't manage to push enough there. Okay, so everything's going to be decided in the last section.
Two more to go.
It's going to be exciting.
Very exciting.
Beams.
More exciting than the 26, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because we got 3 Jack Carthys here.
Yeah. Any of these guys can win.
Yeah.
Section number 4.
Lucien here in the sections. Plenty of balance from the Swiss.
Very good rider, eh? Very, very powerful too, but...
I mean, it must be so frustrating, right? I mean, the level this guy has, but I mean, you just...
Yeah, but they raised the bar in those 2-3 years, and the level keeps going up.
Front hook here. Is he going to dab? Or is he going to go? Yeah.
Vic. Beautiful town, by the way. Been
Yeah, we're about 60 kilometers away from Barcelona. It's the first time the World Championships have been held here. And I mean, there's been a big effort from the organization to be able to design the sections, and like all the grass has been specially put in. So, I mean, it's been a tremendous job.
It's like a piece of art again, really.
They're actually going to leave it, so for future competitions.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's good and not good, because if people can ride it.
Yeah, no, they just always change it before competitions.
Yeah, but still, it's like.
Okay, only 10 points for Lucien. This is going to make things easier for Benito. It does flex, this beam. Yeah. We did see it flexing before. Yeah. I mean, being that high and seeing the beam move, that must be not the best feeling. Okay, Benito Ros, the legend. Many times world champion.
How many times he won, you know?
I think it's something like 7.
Yeah, but like elite, I don't know, a lot.
I mean, he dominated the 20-inch.
Yeah.
After, I don't remember the name, the German rider.
Marco Hüsel.
Yeah, that's it. He did dominate the 28 scene for quite a while, and then I remember big battles with Abel.
Abel, yeah. He survived them all.
But I mean, hey, look, Abel's retired and he's still here.
Yeah. This is negative. It's slightly overhanging, so makes it even harder. Come on, man. Yes.
I mean, I think that the organizers are trying to make an effort to like all the hooks, not to make them 90 degrees, to make them harder, to try and people not to hook. But
yeah, no.
I mean, the hooking skills are so good right now that they're making it harder for the guys who designed the sections.
I talked about it with a few riders, and they say, yeah, it's too high to go to 2 wheels, so you have to hook it.
Oh, that was close.
Come on, man. Yep. Perfect.
That was close. 20 points at the moment for the Spaniard.
Very controlled.
So section number 4, 2 more sections to go, and we will have a brand new World Championship winner.
Yeah, and
post-COVID era.
Yeah. And nothing been decided yet. That's the fun part of it.
Yeah.
Too bad. Come on.
Benito, I mean,
turn, drop the front wheel, and go.
The best Benito could get right now is either a 4th position.
He's out.
That's not bad,
Out of time.
20 points. I'll probably get him in front of Lucien to make him secure the 5th position. Let's see what Thomas has in store for us.
You know, as a trials rider, like his age, it's not that he can't do it. We just need a little bit more time. That's the thing. The younger guys just go faster. That's the difference they make.
And I think also like the mentality they have, like they take bigger risks,
yes.
right? I mean,
like Eloy jumping from the last rock and flipping the bars.
Yeah.
Benito would be like, no, I'm good.
Got 2 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely see a different mindset. But Benito, I think he has like a more strategy approach, right?
Yeah, he knows. That's from the old school days. That's where we had to be strategic. Otherwise, you would never. If you took one risk, you were out. This is a similar simulation of back in the days. A lot of obstacles, a lot of strategy involved, and yeah.
Wow. Wow, super technical.
Come on, man. He's got to go faster if he wants to. Yes.
Wow. Just stayed there completely static.
Like in training, this obstacle, every rider, we would just like Vincent did it. He was the only one. We would just go like boom, boom, and go on the back wheel. But then we're a little bit tired and changes everything.
I mean, yesterday, it was a long race they had yesterday, like in the sun.
3 hours and more?
Yeah. 3 laps, 5 sections. I mean, that's not easy.
No.
I mean, we did see quite a few physiotherapists helping out their teams yesterday.
Yeah, I also had to stretch my legs once in a while. Definitely helped. And drink and eat a lot. That's the most important, because 3-4 hours, that's a really long time.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
I think I had like 3 bananas.
Okay.
4 energy bars, 3 liters of water.
Making sure you're getting the potassium in.
Yeah. And the sugar. Keep your sugar high.
Okay, so here's Thomas. 20 points so far. Definitely wants to battle it out.
Now he's in the gate. Now he can just go. Here's coach. Come on, man.
That's scary.
Just pedal it out. Don't think about.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 seconds. I don't think he'll make it.
Yeah, come on, one more, man.
Oh,
yeah.
10 more points.
Yes! Good fight, man.
That's going to make things difficult for Benito to get in the 4th spot.
Good fight by the Austrian. There's 3 generations in this final. There's Benito, Thomas Berchacher, and then the Alejandros.
Yeah.
3 generations of the sport.
Okay, Alejandro. Let's see what this guy's got in for us. Leading the competition so far in his Jitsi bike.
130, 130, 140. Dalvo.
I mean, it's on him.
He got it, eh? He worked so hard for it, really.
10 points so far from Alejandro.
The sand is so tricky.
Yeah.
You see the obstacle, you're like, oh, piece of cake. I've done it 100 times. And then you,
I wasn't expecting that.
He wants to go too fast.
And now he's got to focus.
I see the others doing it.
I mean, these kind of mistakes, I mean, it must trick you in like the rest of the section. You're just thinking about it.
Yeah, come on.
Okay. So I'm sure Palau and Conejos will be definitely trying to take advantage of this mistake. I mean, that could get them all tied.
So beautiful what he just did. It looked so easy, but it's so hard.
All right.
Like, so confident. Just like land, turn, put 2 wheels, don't think, and go. That's hard on a 20, but he does it.
Okay. 33 seconds left.
That's a lot of time, man. Now it's harder because there's a beam in the way.
Yeah.
So he can't go as deep with his front wheel, so it's gonna be...
That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
You could see the wheel.
Yeah.
Enough space. 14 seconds.
And now
10 seconds.
That guy can hang. Oh my God,
He's got it.
That's priceless what he's just doing now.
I'm not sure he's happy though. That mistake. I mean,
Now, first mistake, but yeah, no.
He had a small mistake there.
Unbelievable.
I mean, there's just no margin for error. Literally no margin for error. So if Borja and Aloy score 60 points, which is definitely not easy, the 3 Spaniards will be tied in first position. Anything can happen. Stay tuned. We're here in Vic in the 2021 World Championships.
This is a really exciting.
I mean, it makes this sport so amazing, right?
Yeah. Like, a lot of suspense. Anything can happen all the time.
I mean, you got to think these guys train literally all year for this.
Trials is one of the hardest sports I can think of to practice. Very, like a lot of sports where techniques are involved, very underrated. Like gymnastics and trials. And smaller sports.
Oh, he managed to clear the obstacle that Alejandro didn't.
Beautiful. And the worst part of all the hard work is that the reward is not always there. The prize money versus the time you spend. It's it's a shame, but I think we're on the right track to
definitely need more sponsors in.
Yeah, we need bigger prize purses, bigger sponsors, but unfortunately. But the vision of UCI, and it's something that's been going on for 15 years, and step by step, I think we're getting there. If you see the level and execution of the sections and how everything is decorated.
And I mean, you were part of it, right? Like being part of the UCI for so long?
Yeah, I'm still involved, yeah. And everything you see now, wow, beautiful, man.
That was close.
Beautiful, come on, man. He got time. He got to go for the 60. Come on, man. You can do it.
28 seconds left, but we did see what happened to Alejandro.
Yeah, but he saw he has to be a little bit...
Oh.
Come on, man.
Be careful here. 18 seconds.
Come on, man.
He knows he's got it.
He's got it. Come on.
13 seconds.
He's got to bite his tongue off now. Yes. Come on. Yes. Come on. Yeah.
Nice.
60. Boom.
Tied in first position.
Boom.
Less than 5 seconds left there.
That was beautiful.
Oh, man. That's what makes this sport so exciting.
Goosebumps.
And we can see here in the crowd, Martí Riera with his rainbow jersey.
All the cardio hours he put in on that road bike, that's now helping him. That's now why he can still do that little final pull-up.
Aloy's uncle, he's also a personal trainer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he trains, I think, with Adam Braga, the motorcyclist, trials rider.
Yeah. Of course, Adam Braga lives next to you.
Yeah, he's also from pretty close to. I mean,
so spoiled here.
Everything's pretty close to Vic.
Everything is spoiled. Everyone is spoiled who lives in Catalonia.
He lives in Taradell, which is super close to here.
Eloy told me, like, I didn't realize how spoiled I was after I was talking to all the other riders from the northern European countries coming to train here, telling how blessed I am to live here. At least he realizes it and takes advantage of it and trains every day, uses the beautiful weather and terrain.
Okay, so Aloy Palau and Montalvo tied in first and second position.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll be, I'm sure Danny Comas will be happy.
Yep. If now Conejos does 60, then...
I mean, I really like Borja Conejos' attitude. I mean, he's like always so focused, super concentrated. I mean, what he has to do now to tie with these guys is so hard, but I mean, he just...
But he's gonna do it.
It looks so.
Oh, something wrong with his bike?
No, that's unfair.
This is the hardest part of the section, huh?
All right.
Man, they are like robots, believe me.
There's just no margin for error here. Oh no, he's off.
Oh, no.
Is that a 5?
No, but he has to...
Start all over again. I mean, that will be heavy with the time.
Not all over again, but he has to go midway of the beam.
Wow.
To the top.
Will he dab?
Whoa! No problem.
20 seconds left.
No problem. I'll just go back and do a little...
I mean, these extra 10 seconds may be the difference.
Yeah,
10 seconds. He's got to go for it. It's now or never. All right.
What the hell, man? What the hell?
He's in. That's pretty awesome. Oh,
no,
wait.
No. I think he's in. Klaus is gonna... He's in. 50 points.
50 points because
1 second.
of time.
1 second out.
That's
1 second
that's
out.
hard.
Ah, man.
That may well be the difference between winning
Yeah.
or just being in the podium.
And
Wow.
just because you make one mistake
Yeah.
on that balance beam, one little mistake,
I mean, his riding has been, I'd say, almost perfect.
and you're paying the price afterwards. It's unbelievable how high the level is. You can't afford to come back or do anything twice.
Hey, you never know. Last section.
190, 190, 180. Eloy Palau and Alejandro. Man, it would be beautiful if a rider from Vic wins the World Championship, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's
they all
gnarly out
deserve
there.
it. They all deserve it. But
it is gnarly. I mean, and also Aloy, after like all he's been through, like that terrible injury he had and everything.
Yeah, for those who, I think it always looks like they jump over the arrow from here.
Yeah, depending from the angle where you see it.
Yeah.
It'll be hard here for the riders with the right pedal in front.
Yeah. That's true.
So if you haven't tuned in, make sure to do it now. I mean, I think this is the most exciting moment of the weekend. It'll all come back to 2 minutes in the section. So any of the three can win, any of the three.
Yep.
Things are looking a little bit better for Palau and Montalvo, but I mean, Conejos is still there. And honestly, in the semi-finals, he was super smooth. Oh no.
Good effort, mate. Good effort.
He tried. I mean, it's slippery. Like, these grass sections do make it pretty slippery.
He's done his best.
He did a good effort from the Swiss.
Already making it to the final these days is a win.
I remember riders like in the past, like saying riders that were 20 inch and just didn't want to switch to 26 if the level was just too high. I think the same will happen, but the opposite now.
Yeah.
I mean, switching to 20.
No, you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there.
It's gnarly out there.
And the funny thing is, maybe not the smaller riders like Alejandro, but maybe Conejos, for example, because he's tall. The funny thing is, if they go to a 26, they would destroy and be in us and be in the final as well easily because of on a 20, you just got to do so much more effort to get on an obstacle. If you translate that same energy on a 26, you just go higher and easier. It's
Alejandro's also he's a tall guy.
Yeah, it's what happened to. It's what happened to Joachim Nijman.
Yeah.
He went from 20 to 26, and he was already fighting against Jack Carthy because, you know, everything looked so easy.
Yeah. He's a powerful guy.
I had the same.
Yeah, we've definitely missed Joachim in these World Championships.
1 point. He touched his pedal there.
That's a dab.
One dab, and the gate already doesn't count. So even if he passes it again,
I mean, unless Thomas Pechake does a big mistake, I think Benito can't really do much here.
Yeah. But again, him being in the finals is unbelievable. Eh?
Oh, that's a pity.
I'm gonna give him a round of applause too.
Some guy. I mean, he's such a great guy.
I know I have to be neutral here, but I can't. I'm sorry, man. So much respect for this man.
Yeah. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. Okay, so Thomas, I think he looked tired. He did look pretty tired here.
Yeah, tired, and also the run-ups with a 20-inch bike on the uneven surface on the grass is so hard.
Okay, Thomas again can't really do much here. He'd have to score 60 points and
hope the others only do 10.
Yeah.
I mean, Conejos at least.
Well, he's going to try and do his best.
Yeah, that's all he can do.
I mean, he started strong. He started really strong. But I mean, the other three riders are just so consistent. It makes things practically impossible.
He can do it. He can go to back wheel here.
That's high.
Yeah, no problem for him. The power he has is... Don't go over the tape.
Yeah, he's in.
People now wonder who tune in, why is he turning around like that? But sometimes it's just easier to get onto it because your pedal is in the way, or there's a stake on the bottom that you can't swing over, or a tape, or a rope.
It was very sunny and very hot a few minutes ago, and the temperature's definitely gone down and made it a bit easier, I think. But there is a bit of wind.
You can definitely tell we're in the mountains, close to the mountains.
Yeah, we're just about an hour away from the Pyrenees here in Vic, so...
Yeah. A lot of the riders that are in the final came to Spain 1 or 2 months prior just to get used to the heat. And actually it's not that warm anymore.
Yeah.
Compared to August.
But it's awesome. I mean, I'm sure that's what the city council of Vic wants with events like this, to just driving people over. And it's just such a great place to train. You've got trial bike parks everywhere.
Yeah. I discovered it by passing by from Berga, coming here, and I stopped for some food, and I was definitely liking it. And I think a few weeks later that I discovered it, they announced the World Tour here, so I was pretty happy. Come on, Thomas.
So I think...
Oh, too bad, man. I hit his rib. It's okay. It's over.
I think it's going to be a tie here. I mean, this section isn't all that difficult, so I think probably these guys are going to score 60, 60, and 60. So, what will happen if Aloy and Alejandro tie?
If Aloy and Alejandro tie, then
we'll have to
if they both do 60,
yeah.
That's a good question that I can't answer because they have exactly the same score. They both have 240s, 150, and they would have 260s if they did.
That hasn't happened.
Oh, yeah. Then it's the semi-final that decides.
Okay.
And that
so
would
Borja would win.
Then Borja would win.
No, because it's Alejandro.
Yeah.
It's Montalvo and Aloy. They're both tied, so it would be Aloy. In case if they both do 60 points, it would be Aloy for the win.
Yeah. So if they tie, then exactly.
So, I mean, Alejandro definitely has to score 60 here.
Yeah, it's not about conejos for sure, Yeah, so I think they... this obstacle is high, and the thing is now he has to take the risk. So he has to go up there, and I would put my foot down and take as many gates as I can afterwards.
He is losing valuable amounts of time here. I mean, what was that?
That was a demonstration of precision.
I'm like, what did this guy want to try here?
Man, I've never seen anything like it.
He deserves this. Oh man, I wouldn't want to be Aloy Palau now.
No. But he's still not out, eh? Depends. If he falls here, Aloy knows he can probably...
Yeah, but I mean, then he's got Borja too, so...
Yeah, man, it's so exciting.
And you know Borja's going to go all out.
Man. Unbelievable how...
I mean, that front wheel...
Man, that was unreal.
I'm like, what is this? Oh!
No.
Was that a dab?
Yeah, he jumped on his bash guard, so the gate doesn't count.
Oh, so that's probably making
He's so confident.
Easier.
He slips. He drifts in the corners. He just like he's playing a video game. Man. Look at him. On the front wheel.
What about time? 5?
No, he's out. He's out.
Oh,
he has 40. 40, of which Aloy shouldn't take the risk on that first one and clear the other ones and save time.
By the way, I think it was the front axle that not the time, but anyways.
Yeah, but if Aloy is smart now, he dabs the first obstacle and he clears the 5 obstacles after because those are easier.
Thing is, one mistake and he's out.
Yeah, but he shouldn't go for clean.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing he'll have time. He'll be able to look at the rest of the obstacles better.
Yeah, because what he just did here, like this,
I mean,
this move,
I mean,
that's
what was that? Look at his foot.
You remember what I told you about the jump, and then he released his foot and he saved it. It's exactly that.
I'm like, how?
It wasn't.
What the hell, man?
It wasn't on accident, man. It was clearly something that he masters. Unbelievable.
Aloy has to do 50 points.
Aloy has to do 50. Yeah.
Well, no.
40.
Because if
40.
He does 50 points and Conejos does 60, they're tied, and Conejos wins.
I wouldn't count on 60 by Conejos. Maybe, man, I don't know.
What would you do?
I mean, I go home and have a beer.
So right now, I mean,
I would dab that
I think
first one.
he's just gonna try it. I mean, this guy he's like, I'm not dabbing.
No.
He's just gonna try it.
Seriously? I mean, come on. I'm dying now.
I mean, 2 guys before him did it, so.
Man,
he's taking a risk. He's taking a big risk there. Danny Cormax.
Put your foot down.
I wouldn't want to be his minder.
Put your foot down. Get 50 points in the others.
Oh, 5.
Five.
Oh,
No.
5 points.
No.
It was clearly 5 points. And that's what happens when you take risks.
I shouldn't have taken the risk.
Oh, he just gave it away.
He's dying now. Too bad, man.
That's it. Alejandro.
No, Alejandro is in the lead.
No, Alejandro. 3rd position for him.
120, 180, and 50.
Oh, no. I feel bad.
What a battle. What an exciting battle.
Well, hey, I mean, 3rd position isn't bad, but I mean, this guy.
Nope.
Oh, that's a pity. Oh, I feel bad for him. Oh,
Yeah, no, that's
you'll be dreaming about this for days.
months. 2 years.
Oh, no.
I feel the pain.
Oh, man.
I should have dabbed.
I mean, you can see his face in the air. He just knew that was the fight.
You know, that's like... Also, the new rules say that your minder can't be with you, and you can't really discuss your strategy as before, and that's what the rider's on his own. And you like we're here behind the TV screen. We have a good overview, but as a rider, you're there. You don't really know.
But I mean, I know him, and I'm like, I just know him. This guy. I mean, they just want to clear everything.
Yeah, but you know, on the podium, you won't see that. You put your foot down. And
I mean, they're young too, and like their attitude is like, hey, I'm clearing this. I've seen 2 guys before me doing it. I can do it.
yeah, but that's his good side, huh? You know, the advantage of Borja now is that he has a left foot forward, so he could swing his back foot to the right and then be away, and it's just easier for him. So yeah, what happened?
Let's get the calculator out.
Can he still win? That's the question. He's 210, so he needs. Oh yeah, he can win, man.
He can win. He's got to do 60 points.
He's gonna win. He's gonna win. Yeah, the rest of the obstacles aren't.
His time's pretty good.
20 more.
I mean, it'd be his first World Championship.
Another win for clean bikes.
And another Spaniard on the podium.
Another Spaniard.
Oh, 3 Spaniards on the podium.
How many already in the juniors?
So juniors, it was 3 of them.
Alejandro is dying, huh?
Oh, man.
Yeah. He wins.
He's getting there. He's getting there.
Conejos.
Oh, man, Alejandro, the face.
Conejos. Yeah, he won. Conejos, the new world champion. Game over for the others.
22 seconds.
No, he already won.
And he won. And he wins. I mean, to be honest, he deserves it.
What a fight, people. What? Whoa, he's losing. He's fainting. Has no more energy. What a battle. How beautiful is this?
He definitely deserves it.
Man, I have goosebumps.
Oh, Aloy.
These 3 riders, they put on such a show, such a beautiful show.
Oh man, that was one of the most exciting finals I've seen for quite a few years.
It's the most exciting final.
I mean, he was definitely the best yesterday in the semi-final, so
yeah, so it's kind of
deserved it.
It's all been respected. Oh my God.
Oh, I feel bad for the other 2 guys because they were just as good.
Eloy.
Oh man, I feel bad also for Alejandro.
Eloy kind of deserved it, you know, but they all deserved it. They're so good, and they, you know,
I mean, all of these guys, they put on such a good show. This sport's so amazing.
Yeah. This sport deserves way more attention, isn't it?
Yeah, by far.
The newspapers tomorrow should be full. All the journalists should be writing how exciting it is. Every journalist should start studying the rules and like...
Oh man, oh look, celebrating with Abel.
2 world champions right there.
Oh, but I feel good for these guys. I know how much time they put in, how many hours, how much they train. I mean,
oh man, they all do. They all train. We all train, but it comes to this little extra that you have that day, you know, the World Championship. It's that one-day event.
It's just here we have him.
Here we have him.
The new
well,
men's
we're here
elite.
with Borja Conejos. Congratulations for the first time. You're world champion. How's this feeling?
Thanks very much.
I think that feels amazing.
I haven't words to explain this feeling. I am very happy, and I only want to say that thanks to everyone that do this.
And you had this support today, which was very important to lift you, wasn't it?
Yes. It's public, my family here, friends, my minder and friend Abel Mustieles, my team and the federation or Spain Federation.
And it's been very leveled. It wasn't decided until the last section. How do you resume your trials participation from the semi-finals to today?
Perfect. I am a world champion and I can't do more.
What do you think was the key for you to be world champion today?
My concentration. I do my best in every section, and in the last session I have to do point, and I did, and I am.
Well, congratulations, Borja. Go and celebrate with your family. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you all for being with us today in these World Championships in Spain, in Vic. It's been awesome to host this World Championship here. So here we can see the final results. Borja Conejos in first position, Alejandro Montalvo in second position, Eloy Palau third position, Thomas Pechaker in fourth, Benito fifth, and Lucien the Swiss in sixth position. It's been pretty awesome. I mean, I don't remember such an exciting final as the one we've had today. It's been literally decided until the last second. This error that Eloy had, he probably risked a bit too much, but it's been super awesome. It's been super awesome. Thanks so much for the organization, all of the sponsors, the UCI. They've put on an awesome show. We've ended up having awesome weather, and here's Eloy.
Well, we're here with Eloy Palau. Eloy, well, finally you weren't able to win today, and it was all down to this section. What happened?
I had probabilities to win till the last section, but at the last section I did a really stupid mistake at the second gate, and I went through the arrow, and it was a 5, so I couldn't manage to to go through the section, and that's it. I'm third, and I'm not happy, but that's what it is.
And it's been a very level trial. It's gone down to the wire until the very last section. How have you seen your other rivals?
I think the level was between Alejandro and Borja, who have won. I think the battle was between us. It was I think from the very first moment that the winner would be the one who didn't make any mistakes, and I've been I did the mistake, so that's why.
Well, and here you've had the home crowd, the home support. How important it's been this for you to lift you up?
Yeah, it has been very important for me for all the support that I received. I couldn't give them what I wanted to give them, but that's it.
Congratulations, Eloy. Thank you.
Wow, you can see by the look of his face, he's devastated. I mean,
yeah,
a third position is a great result, but I mean, he was going for the win. I mean, I'm pretty sure he thought he had it until that last error in the last section, but
they all deserved it.
That's the way it is.
They all deserved it, but Conejos had the advantage that he's left foot forward, so the risk on that obstacle where Eloy couldn't do it was less of a risk compared to what Eloy and Alejandro had to do. So, you know, all three are really good riders. And it comes to a detail, like the one detail that he has left the board. On the other hand, he was in the chase, you know. He made a mistake on the beams. He had to try again. He only scored 50. The others scored 60. Conejos seemed to... He gave me the strongest impression, though. He made it look easier than the others.
Yeah. He did that mistake though in section number 4, I think it was.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally can't make any errors.
No.
I mean, the level is just so high, and honestly, I think they all have exactly the same level. I mean, any of the three could win today.
They're like exact same body type, even nationality.
Nationality, same age practically. I mean,
practicing in the same conditions always, same competitions,
same races. So
always in the sunlight.
It's cool. I mean, there'll be a big battle between these three guys for a long time. I'm pretty sure.
Very Catalan worthy.
Oh man!
I keep saying how many world champions and champions you have in Catalonia is from Jordi Taras to Otbi and Cesar Cañas to Amos Bilbao and name it. You have like Marc Colomer, like probably 20 world champions living here doing motorsports or bicycles or trials or
I mean it is super popular, especially like in Vic. I mean, I remember like 20-30 years ago, like I mean everyone had a trials motorbike.
Yeah.
And like how did you get to a trials motorbike? When you were 5, you just bought a bike.
Yeah.
And I mean that's how the sport started and
a Monty.
Yeah.
We all want a Monty bike.
I think everyone that's done trials in the past 15 years, we've all owned a Monty bike,
yes.
right?
That was my first one too.
But man, that was good old times.
Good old times. They won't come back.
Okay, let's see the podium. I want to see the look in these guys' faces. Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
2 disappointments, one happy face, and by, you know.
I mean, I think when you're young like this, I mean, over the years you'll say, hey man, I was 2nd, I was 3rd in a world championship. But that's not a bad result.
At this age, your world is collapsing, man. Yeah. Really. It's all you work for, it's all you want. Then. But the good thing is they will come back stronger and raise the bar again. And next year have another beautiful battle.
I mean, look at Jack, right? I mean, that's what made him work so hard for these past years.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, losing, getting that 2nd position,
Exactly.
that's what drove him. And I mean, I'm sure that's what will happen with Eloy and with Alejandro. I mean, that'll make them even stronger for next year.
Yeah, they will probably want to quit trials, maybe. That's what I said. Oh, I'm quitting trials. All that work for nothing. I don't care about 2nd place.
There we go, Eloy. I'm pretty sure bronze is not what he came in for today, but I mean...
But in 10, 15 years from now, he's going to say, man, it was beautiful.
In 2nd place and winner of the silver medal.
So Spanish have dominated the 20-inch. No question about that.
Oh, yeah.
Alejandro, I mean, look at his face. He's devastated too. I mean, it's hard. It's a hard sport. But I mean, that's what makes the win so worthwhile.
That's why they fight so hard. If they came to be 2nd or 3rd, he would have ended maybe 8th or 9th.
Yeah.
It's a different mindset. If you go for the win.
And the man today.
There he is. The champion.
It'd be cool to get Jack on a 20-inch bike and see see him in this battle. It would have been fun.
He's too tall for a 20-inch. It's like he can hang it on a necklace or something. He can't ride that.
Oh man, I can't imagine what this jersey must feel on Borja right now. The gold medal.
Nothing more beautiful.
Definitely. I mean, honestly, I think he deserved it. I mean, he was the best yesterday in the semi-finals.
Yeah, it's been respected. The order of the level and the riders has been respected.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause. That is the top of the podium.
So here we have them, the 3 winners of today. It's been awesome. Thanks for your help today, Kenny.
No problem, my pleasure. I actually enjoyed it sitting here. It was quite relaxing, and I kind of love this new career switch.
It'll be awesome. We'll be definitely checking your Instagram, see what you'll be getting up to. I'm sure you've got plenty of stuff in your mind.
Plenty of projects. I just couldn't keep combining riding competitions at the highest level and all my shows and jet lags and travels and business responsibilities anymore. And also I get older, so it's just not logic to keep trying to fight and be on the podium. It's just it's been okay. It's been enough.
It's been a wild ride, and I mean, thank you from the whole trials community for always pushing and always making it for the sport. You've been in the UCI, you've been a great rider, so I mean, that's what the sport needs, more guys like you. So
yeah,
thanks so much for these
We have to keep pushing, keep professionalizing the sport, making it more appealing, create more storytelling, have more sections like Antwerp, like back in the days in France.
And it's time to say goodbye. Thank you all for connecting here with the UCI channel, and we hope to see you very soon. Big thanks to all, and goodbye from Vic.